yesterday to lose 2-1 to Tampa. Despite that, the Bees did clinch a playoff spot with the other results around the league. 2 more regular season games for them, including one tonight against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Coverage of that one starts at 5:30 right here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. The Red Sox scored 5 times in the ninth to beat the St. Louis Cardinals 7-1 last night. Rubber match that game coming up at this afternoon. 2:15 first pitch. Brian Bayo on the mound. And the New England Revolution picked up a 1-0 win over DC United yesterday. Al Hassan Yusuf scored the lone goal for the Revs. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by Super Service Today. Upgrade your home with an electric heat pump system from Super Service Today to stay cool this summer, warm all winter, and save on energy costs while reducing your carbon footprint. For a free estimate, visit superservicetoday.com. I'm Alex Barth on Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Mark Dondero has you next at 11 o'clock.
The Sports Hub. 3 legendary franchises on one legendary radio station. It's the Sports Hub.
Well, take this damn parade. Who cares? Show. There's a 2-mile wait to get past the damn green line.
Anyone who gets scared by a bear in the neighborhood, call Joe Murray.
I happen to trust Joe Murray.
First time I ever met Joe Murray was at
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Oh, wait, it's Sunday. Hey, everybody. How you doing? It's Joe Murray here. And I am joined by none other than the Patriots Radio Network's own, hailing from the Medfield area, weighing in at 168 pounds.
Not even. 164.
All right. Close. He is Mark Dondero this morning. Hello, Mark.
Thank you, Joey. Went by the Medway Lotus last night.
Oh, I love the Lotus.
Yeah. It was packed.
I saw the last time I was there, I sang Shallow with a random.
Excellent.
Yep. This a woman was like, I want to sing. And I said, I'll sing with you. Yeah. She goes, what do you want to sing? And I said, Shallow.
Yeah.
And then I just sang that first part, and that was it. I love the Medway Lotus.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, it's a dive.
I love that you love it.
Listen, we're going to do sports because Mark Dondero's here, but if I can, Mark, there is nothing better than a great dive bar. Like the old dive bar. It's almost extinct.
Mm-hmm.
And not for nothing, people aren't drinking as much as they used to or go to the local bar as they used to. Marijuana sales are higher than ever. People aren't really going out to the local bar. If you go out, generally it's a night out, right? Or somewhere. Some people stay local. But that local dive bar feel, it's over. 25 years ago, Mark, I was going to all the dives in Boston.
Yeah, I've been out of the game for a long time, but I feel like part of that is just online dating. I don't know if I know anybody that's actually met, if they were single into their adult lives, if they actually met their spouse or whomever, I guess organically. I think everybody seemingly feels like they do it online, and I think that might contribute to maybe not having to go out to the dive bars frequently. I don't know.
That could be it. I mean, I think about it. I don't know how many times you said to somebody, yeah, I'll take you to the Corum for the first date.
It's a great spot.
It's a
good meal.
It's a great meal, great spot. I don't know if it's a first date.
No, but I mean, depending on who you're with, depending on who you're going with.
Yeah, just like in other sports, like boxing's a dying sport. It was on Netflix last night. It was bad. We're going to get the Kentucky Derby less than a month away.
Yeah.
Do you know any of the horses this year?
You serious?
Do you know who the jockeys are?
No.
Dying sport. It's a dying sport. The dive bar, the local dive bar is a dying sport. Unless there's a college nearby, right? I know at Curry, Master McGrath's is still going strong in Clary Square. Still going strong. I just, yeah.
It's a good take. You're right.
And they're all folding now. It's sad. Jamaica Plain, I just heard Costello's was going down. When Doyle's went down years ago, I was devastated. I'm still not over it, by the way. I still think about it every year. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I didn't mean to start with a...
No, it's you, man.
That's kind of a hot take. The local dive bar is... how many people are standing around the dive bar today watching the Masters? I did go to Buff's Pub yesterday. I was in Newton. I did an event at Mr. Sid. Shout out. Great time. Thanks for everybody who came out. But I went with Street Team Joe and Jake, who works here. Mm-hmm. We got 3 family orders of wings. We got 60 wings. How many do you think we finished all combined?
42 of the wings.
Jeff, what do you got back there?
You ate them all.
Okay, we did 50 out of 60.
Wow.
And we could have finished. I just think that the extra 10 might have made it an uncomfortable ride home. But anyways, the Masters was on at Buff's.
So just real quick on the dive bar thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was at, yesterday we had a surprise party for one of my wife's college friends, and they all went to Boston College. We used to go to this bar, Mary Ann's.
Yeah, Mary Ann's.
It's
Dollar
gone.
Drafts.
Isn't it gone?
Yeah, Dollar
I think
Drafts.
it's gone. So, that was an iconic spot there for them.
Remember Cityside across the street?
Yeah.
It's now like Cityside and something else. And that whole Cleveland Circle thing is different. I used to go to the Cleveland Circle movie theater. I had friends who worked there. And now it's like a hotel and restaurants.
Is the rink still there? I used to play in that rink.
Oh, yeah, the rink, yeah.
Okay.
I dated a girl who worked at that rink, and I never skated. I just went. She worked the snack bar. Did you ever date anyone, Jeff, that worked the snack bar at the local ice skating rink?
No, I can't say that.
But that was like a big thing in high school. Knowing the girl that worked the snack bar, big deal. Anyways, of course I did, right? Of course, get friendly with the snack bar girl. Yeah, that whole area, dude, is different. Like Jim's Deli still going strong over there. Big Daddy's
Great
is
spot.
still
I love
putting
Jim's
out
Deli.
Big Daddy's still putting out takeout like it's nobody's business. But the area is different. But that would you say that's more of a college area than anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Ann's,
I thought so.
Dollar Drafts galore.
Yeah.
We used to start there, then make our way down to the Kells. If you remember the Kells, now it's a tavern in the square.
Yeah.
And then there was a pool hall across the street that we used to go to. I'm forgetting the name. And then there was the Wonder Bar down the street. I don't know. I did all that stuff. Parked at the Brantley's parking lot and just would walk. The White Horse Tavern. Does that ring a bell to anybody?
Yep. Maybe.
But you went to school in Rhode Island for college.
We had a place called Parentes.
Oh yeah.
Zoe knows it. Mm-hmm. The Patriots used to, when they went to camp there, they used to hang there.
That
It
was
was a
a
good
frequent spot?
I don't know if I call that a dive bar. Yeah, I guess, maybe. But yeah, some of those, Bradley's outside Providence College just burned down. That was disappointing. We used to spend a lot of time there.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think we'd start with this, but that's a good take.
Yeah, what about like that? You grew up in that 109 area.
Yeah.
What was out there? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I ever went anywhere because again, we mentioned the Lotus, which is a dive bar, which isn't too far from there. I used to go to Tahiti. If I can, every once in a while, at Tahiti in Dedham.
Well, I think Westwood is a dry town, isn't it? They don't have.
Westwood doesn't have any.
So they don't have.
So they're out. Walpole. Oh, Norwood had like Napper Tandies.
We used to go to the British Beer Works, but that wasn't a dive bar.
Went there too.
Yeah.
Yep, I've established. I think all of those, even any Polynesian joint with drinks from Tahiti all the way to Foxborough Stadium or whatever Patriot Place, done it. I've done that whole entire stretch, man.
Down by Bryant, there was a place called Asia Grill, Scorpion Bowls, and Karaoke. That was my scene for a year.
Another thing is, where do you go to karaoke these days?
That's it. I have no idea.
So I know
TikTok.
Yeah, that's right. Kowloon does it on Wednesdays.
Oh,
They have
yeah?
competitions and give out prizes and stuff.
Okay.
So you're getting the best of the best.
That's the
Kowloon.
best. Yeah, that's the top spot.
Wayne at the Lotus, I don't know if they're giving away prizes for.
You should do a show from there.
I mean, I know Wayne. I could ask him.
Yeah.
I don't think they would fit the bill.
They should.
You know what?
think that'd be
Imagine
good
the
for them.
people that could come into that place. We could pack it out.
Oh, yeah.
What would you do for a karaoke song?
Never going to give you up, Rick Astley.
You know what I loved about your answer? Mm-hmm. You were quick.
Yeah.
and you do exactly what it is.
That's my go-to.
So you'll Rickroll everybody.
That's right. One of the most awkward music videos of all time. It's actually on here a lot of times when I come in. Somebody puts that TV to MTV Classic, and I appreciate it. But that's a great. I mean, that one never gets old to sing.
Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yeah.
Not a song I would think of as a karaoke song, but
it's a blast.
Do you have like a dance to it too, or anything?
No, I don't need to because his was so brutal. I just try to get deep, and I might shimmy the shoulders a little bit and give it a little of that, but a full-on dance that was not what I would say happens.
Jeff, I feel like you would have Jeff Williams, everybody, J-Dubs, producing the show today. We'll do the sports. I don't know where the take came from about dive bars being gone. You mentioned the Lotus. I love a dive bar. Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorites. We'll do sports soon. Jeff, what would be yours?
It's a tough question to ask because it all depends on the moment and how I'm feeling.
Okay.
I've done Come Sail Away on a cruise ship.
Whoa.
I've done Cult of Personality.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
I could see you singing Cult of Personality.
That got everybody going. It was crazy.
One of my buddies,
Like Joseph Stalin and Gandhi.
my buddy used to do Please Tell Me Why, or what's the name of that song? Can't we forget about the things? And when he would do it, I'd be like, he's going home early.
Oh, that's Lit.
Lit.
My Own Worst Enemy.
Yeah. He'd always do that, and I'd be like, yeah, dude, his night's not going to last long. Well, I don't know what made him go up and do My Worst Enemy, but he'd always disappear later. And I'm like, he's having a tough night.
I've been told that that's a very popular song amongst cover bands. They always play like whatever that. There's an event in Boston where they all, I think it's in Charlestown or something, where they all play. They're out in their balconies playing music, and that's a song that just rings through the neighborhoods.
You might appreciate this one, Mark. I last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago, we were on the air, and I was wondering why Nickelback and Creed never collabed. Like, imagine the song that they could have put out. Like, Nickelback did the Josie Scott Hero.
Superman.
Like that. And it was a hit.
Not Superman, Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
That was the Tobey Maguire.
Yes.
That was the real Spider-Man.
That's correct.
At least.
Good song.
And we've mentioned it on the show many, many times. And I'm not kidding you. We do this thing on Nesson now where we take calls to let people just vent about anything. We call it crash out calls.
Yeah.
And somebody said, "Hey, Joe, you're a hero at Nesson." And I go, "Really?" Like and of course the song "Hero" was mentioned again. And then the other night somebody called in and said, "Joe, you're a hero of 98.5." Now I'm starting to wonder, I would never consider myself a hero, Mark.
Okay.
I'm not saving lives. I'm not doing anything to make the world better, really. I'm not. Unless
You're helping people get through their nights.
Well, that is true. There are people who have a tough time getting through the night. No doubt about that. But the song doesn't escape me now, Jeff. I feel like if I was to do karaoke again,
that's not that
it doesn't matter.
Deal.
I mean, now there's fifth-year seniors and all this other stuff. It doesn't even... kids.
Why? What are you getting at in terms of the...
I'm saying, are we the same genre?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, like Stained was really big.
Saw Stained live in 1999, first concert.
Did you bring a lighter for outside?
You know what? I didn't. I don't remember. Limp Bizkit was there.
Limp Bizkit was
I don't remember. That was the best concert I've ever been to. That was two Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, Stained, Songus Arena in Lowell. It was the only concert I've really ever been to where these bands are in their prime, and I saw them in their prime. I mean, Significant Other had just come out. They were about to go to Woodstock 99. That was their next stop. It was a great show.
That Woodstock 99. Controversial.
That's right.
There's a documentary of
great.
it.
Yep.
I went to a, what was the name of the Family Values tour?
Oh, man. Yes.
And it was Korn.
Yep.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh, that's my era. That's, yes. I bought a Family Values tour CD once. All the live performances.
From Newberry Comics.
Newberry Comics. It was $11.88.
There's another thing that's wrong in the world. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not on Spotify and all these stuff every day. But do they have, like, when you go to Netflix and it shows what's number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4? I generally kind of want to know what's big.
So,
Newberry Comics, you'd walk into a CD store And it would show you these are the 10 most biggest albums. I would buy everything. I didn't even know who they were, but I bought them because they were popular. And I'd be buying Dr. Dre's Chronic.
Yep.
But it's like, get Veruca Salt's album. Okay, sure, let's do it.
So the only thing I can relate to that is I'm not intimately involved with Spotify enough to know, but they used to do that on iTunes. They'd have the top singles, the top 10 or whatever singles downloaded, and the top albums, and I would look at the list. You're like, all right, that sounds interesting. There's no music now doesn't hit the way it used to. I don't ever find any good new songs, really. It's so disappointing.
Yeah, unless you hear it on a show. Or you hear it at a wrestling event.
Yeah.
Where I'm going this week. I will be a week from today. I'll be in Las Vegas.
That's right. I love it.
Hope I'm not disappointed this year, Jeff.
I think you may be.
I know. All right. Well, the dive bar is dead was the leadoff take. We found out that Dondero does Rick Astley's Rickroll for karaoke. We are the same music genre, so whatever Jeff plays, Jeff's right in that genre too. So yeah, anyways, you can call us at 617-779-0985, and we're also on YouTube today. I'll read what everybody's writing shortly. Mark, is there one thing that you're just hot on today?
I mean, if you want to say hot, it's really probably the Celtics.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, the Celtics. I'm getting frustrated with their recent output, the narrative, all of the above, their prospect heading into the playoffs. So if hot is the word you want, that's probably the answer.
Okay.
But, I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the table. The Masters, I have not talked at all about the Vrabel stuff. So, considering we did the post-game show together, I have some questions. I have some, things.
You're not going to duck it.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking, like, how would we have handled that if we were doing the post-game show? I mean, you talked about it. I mean, the show's talked about it.
Yeah, no one's ducked it.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying they should have either. I want to talk about it.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
I'm not going to react until I get more.
Get more? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, we've got some. We got enough to play with.
Look, the big question to me is it going to affect the football team? And I just don't think it is.
Me either.
So it's scandalous, and we could talk about that aspect of it. I just don't know if it's going to affect the on-field product, and I don't think it will. So,
I believe Nate Dogg had a song called "Scandalous."
Nate Dogg was
Nate
a real
Dogg and
one.
Warren G. Scandalous.
I don't remember that one.
She's so scandalous. She's so scandalous. Very scandalous. We have a friend listening in Nashville, Tennessee. Dondero mentioned Asia Grill. I used to go there back in 1986 when I worked at the McDonald's in the mall parking lot.
Yep.
Joe was a crazy SOB who ran that place. So
that.
Someone in Nashville, you have tinkled them.
Okay.
You have tickled their fancy regarding the Asia Grill, which I would like more stories from. If it affected you back in 1986, that was 40 years ago.
Yeah. Man, it's a deep cut. I just remember, I don't have a lot of distinct memories. I do remember one time coming out of there and immediately running and jumping onto the hood and then to the roof of whatever car I was going home in.
Oh, you jumped on roofs
of the car. I don't know why.
While they were moving.
No, it wasn't. It hadn't been turned on yet. I just ran up to the car we were taking home, and I jumped on the hood and jumped on the roof, and probably started yelling.
You didn't hurt yourself?
No.
If you did that now, you'd probably hurt your oblique or something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Or I get yelled at by somebody, my wife.
I don't know why, but the other day I thought I could just jump up to something. It was a little higher up.
Yeah.
And I thought I could just, get up there.
Yeah.
Hey, it does the leaping ability as you get older.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'll tell you what though, your boy got rim the other night.
You hit rim?
Yeah. Still can get rim. 40, getting rim, baby.
So what are you playing, like a men's league?
I show up to it's not a league. It's just like an open run every now and then on Monday or Thursday nights. And if I get the hammies going a little bit and I got a little workout, a little warm up in, I can still get up there. I mean, I can't dunk, but I could touch the rim.
We used to slap the bet. We used to call them taps. You'd slap on a layup.
Yeah, yeah.
So in high school, when I played,
you could do that.
Yeah, because the team I was on, we were champs. We had to have, you had to be able to slap the backboard.
Nice.
And what was great about the Hyde Park courts, Macintosh Field or Kelly Field and Rossi, was that the backboards were low, very low. So if you wanted to, you could
do it.
Basically lay it up and then slap.
Nice.
It was a big thing. I think above the rim, didn't the guy die from slapping the backboard?
Die?
Well, yeah, didn't he?
I don't
Isn't that
remember
how he died?
Remember, we'll have to check.
Remember above the rim, this guy stopped playing
that.
basketball because his best friend died? And they died from, I believe, slapping a backboard.
And he fell awkwardly or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I might
we can look that
I
one
might
up.
have to put that one back in the old memory there. Great movie, Above the Rim, though. Tupac was the coach of the bad team.
Have to look.
And the kid was going to go to Georgetown. It's where the song Regulators came from.
Huh.
The Above the Rim soundtrack. I mean, I guess if we were to do Regulators, would you want to be Warren G or Nate Dogg?
Probably Warren G.
All right, I'll be Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
All right. Nate Dogg and Warren G with Jeff. We're going to regulate the rest of this afternoon. I'm curious about Dondero's basketball take. I'm hot on the Bruins, who are playoff bound.
Okay.
But it's not pretty.
No, it's not.
But you know what? I'll just take real quick, and then we'll go to break.
Okay.
And I see a million calls, and we're going to take them. I see Matt, Justin, Tyler, and John. Don't you go anywhere. We're going to take quickly. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll go to you. They're 0-5 in their last 5 games. I don't think it's that bad.
Really?
I don't think the 0-5 is bad.
Yeah.
There's no way to really.
That's disappointing.
They're not playing bad, though.
Okay.
It's like one of those. I don't know. Jeff just gave me the weird eye. We'll do that. We got Celtics. We got this. We got the Masters. We got Patriots variable draft. And I think I saw a guy named Billy Banana last night. Billy Banana. We'll hear that later on in the show. And whatever you guys want to talk about at 617-779-0985. It's Nate. It's Mark Dondero and Joe Murray here on the Sports Hub.
Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
keep forgetting when
Oh, yeah. No way, is it?
I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. I keep forgetting.
I had no idea. That's a good track.
That's where it came from. And if you actually look at YouTube, you can get a Regulators Michael McDonald remix. Check it out, Reddit, by another band. This is like informative. We're like pop-up video right now. I did not know that somebody else kind of contributed to that song. Anyways, all right, Mark. It's time to take.
Yeah.
People said today's a win that we're both together. Asia Grill is 5 minutes from Bally's Casino, Joe.
Yeah, it's right there.
Which Bally's new sponsor to the night show here on 98.5 The Sports. And thank you. You said you spent many of a time over at the old Twin River.
I did. Mm-hmm. Very illegally. Shouldn't have been betting playing college baseball.
That's why they are now. Oh, you're one of those guys.
We were playing blackjack.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Joe, you help many. You keep the people up at night. Tommy from Lynn does karaoke on Sunday nights. Got that one. Mary Ann's was the only bar that would accept fake IDs in high school. Mm-hmm. The word of the day, take of the day, dive bar disappearances. Sligo and Davis was so good. Oh, someone just mentioned that. All right, and then people are giving all their bets. And then I talked about grilled cheeses earlier today that we're going to get into later on. Do you want to take on the Celtics quickly, or do you want to go to songs? All right,
to songs?
Calls, sorry.
We can take the calls if they're waiting for us.
All right. John in Weymouth. John.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
So, I agree. It's like horrible trying to find good new music, but I do spend a lot of time trying to sift through the muck and find some good stuff. So I figured I'd recommend one since you brought it up.
Love it. Thank you.
So there's this band Dowsing Rod. They're actually from Boston, which is sick. But they have a song, Gale, that I just think's great. It's an awesome tune.
Noted. I'm writing it down. Is it a rock? Is it a rock type of band? What's the genre?
Yeah, they're pretty heavy.
Okay.
They're cool. But they get melodic with it, but they get heavy. It's just a good time. They have a song, Caterpillar, too. Also good.
Okay.
Thanks, John. Matt's in the car. Matt.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Mark. How's it going?
Good morning.
Hey, as you guys know, or Joe, as you know, I'm sure, today is a big day for the North Shore roast beef community. We have Beef Madness Finals.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that.
Yeah, completely torn. Two top heavy hitters in the finals. I don't know if I can make a pick. I don't know.
What's Andy? Is Andy okay? Should I text him?
This is his Super Bowl, Andy. I'm sure he's ready to go. But we got CNS and Pepperell and Peets and Woburn, final two. Both heavy hitters. So I don't know.
Wait. It was CNS. Okay, and who's the other one?
Peets and Woburn.
I don't think I've had either.
Oh, I had Pete's on Friday, Joe.
Pete's and Woburn. Yeah.
Pete's, sorry, Pete's, yeah. Right. Top notch.
Well, that's going to be a battle of the ages there.
Well, I'll use a Liv Schatz term. Who you got?
All right. Have you ever had a North Shore roast beef?
I'll tell you what. Some people think of the Roman Empire. I'm always thinking of the North Shore roast beef community.
Just so you know, I'm not the beef king.
No.
I moved out there, and one day I went, what is up with the roast beefs?
Are they known for their roast beef up there?
Yeah, the North Shore is known.
Yeah?
And it's a three-way,
okay.
So it's a roast beef with James River barbecue sauce, cheese, and mayo.
Okay, I'm not a big roast beef person. Maybe I should be exposed up there.
Yeah, it's different, too. It's not a Kelly's. Like, Kelly's a good roast beef. It's just not a three-way.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff is looking at me passionately right now.
I haven't had a beef in so long.
I actually haven't had it in the week, but I am a two-time blindfolded champion of identifying food. So I have been able to identify a beef blindfolded. And I guess that's a special skill, so people relate to me as the beef king. Andy Ferg of North Shore Roast Beef is the beef king. I have checked in with him just to make sure everything was good today. He asked if he wants me to call it. I left it as we're here till 2. Justin, how you doing?
Hey, Joe, it's Justin. I just have a thought on the Bruins.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried because they've lost 5 in a row going into the playoffs. Joe, I'm just concerned on how you think they're going to go going into the playoffs and who are they going to play in the first round, because that's a concern for me going into the postseason.
All right, thanks, Justin. Yes, my leadoff take today is the Boston Bruins are playing better than their 0-5 record. They lost yesterday, a tough one to Tampa Bay. Yes, they're absolutely backing their way into the playoffs. Like the other day, I wanted to curb the idea of doing it. Yesterday was tough. Matinee game, you lose to Tampa Bay. The teams are the Philly game I hated, but yet they were able to get a point. So realistically, they're 0-2-3 in their last 5 games. Mm-hmm. They were lucky to get points. They're in. They're probably going to get Carolina in the first round. I will tell you, Mark, this is the take. The Bruins have already had a successful season. The Bruins have a successful season. They have. No one thought they'd get this many wins.
Okay.
I don't think people even had them sniffing the playoffs, and they're in. So, therefore, the take, although they're backing in and it's ugly and it's bad, it was already been a successful season for the Boston Bruins.
Okay. That's fine. So let me just ask this question real quick, because I'm curious about this. How is management, Don Sweeney, front office, Cam Newton, how are they going to view this season if they don't go on a deep playoff run? Because it's already been a successful season. That's what you just said. Are they going to put... I'm only asking because a few years ago with Jim Montgomery, they had a wildly successful season. It was different because they were ultra dominant, but nobody thought they'd be as good as they were. That's my point. And they went into the playoffs and flamed out. So I'm just wondering if they're going to hold Marco Sturm and company to the same bar because, hey, they've had a better than expected season, but if they don't produce anything in the playoffs, is it just, hey, we didn't think we were going to even be here, or are you going to raise the bar and hold it against them like you did Jim Montgomery? It was bad what they did in the playoffs, but they had an way better season than anybody thought. It wasn't enough. He was gone a year later.
I would say their biggest issue right now is scoring.
Yeah.
They had the scoring all year, though. And their second line coming into the last week, Pavel Zacha had 30 goals. They didn't trade Arvidsson. He had over 20. And Middlestad's been a huge hit for him. So, I mean,
just imagine if they had, somebody waiting who, has been lighting it up all year that can inject maybe a little bit of life into the scoring down below, on the third or fourth
Is there
line.
a guy you had
What if they had somebody like that? They could put him right in, right?
Is there a guy that you had in mind there, Jeff?
I'm so mad right now. Yeah. Throw Higgins in. What are you waiting for?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't do it.
That's
because the contract.
That's a great question. Well,
you're not asking him to save the team.
Let me just say this. Now that they've clinched a playoff, right? Do you think it's easier to put him in? I know they had the back-to-back, right? Today, tomorrow?
What are they waiting for?
Yesterday.
What's their reasoning?
Well,
he was
about control
if they didn't sign him.
No, I actually believe that this is my opinion, just Ness and Joe. From what I've heard from Marco Sturm is that every year guys this year have earned their way on the team. They've played guys, Hustadinov on the top line. They put Steves in the lineup. They just had the other kid they traded for at the deadline. They just play whoever. They don't just stick them on the bottom line. They try to give everybody a chance to be really good. But from what I heard the other day was that they might have just saw something where maybe he's not ready. It's not that he's not ready to play in the NHL. I think they just wanted him not to be gifted to come right up and put him in when guys have been working.
That's fine, but they need help. They've needed help for years, going back a decade plus.
Yeah.
They need the punch. And if this guy, I was back in the day, I'll never forget what Chris Kreider did for the Rangers in 2012. And it was just something that I thought, hey, why couldn't any contending team have this happen to them? So when you see a team like the Bruins that for years has lacked that punch or in the playoffs doesn't get what they need offensively or whatever it is, and you have an opportunity to add a guy like that, I'm mystified why you wouldn't do it. Why not? What if he catches fire? What if he adds a spark? What if he helps light a fire under the ass of some of the other guys on the established guys?
Yep.
Just do it. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I would say that my overall Bruins analysis is not about Higgins, but do I think it could help? Probably. But I do think that anything Marco Sturm has done this year has worked, whether it's been discipline, whether it's been taking a chance on certain guys, adjustments.
Yeah.
Playing Korpisalo over Swayman has worked at times. So I think Sturm's the guy. He changed the defense this year. He kept guys accountable, and especially Pasternak early on, at least this year.
Yeah.
And, I give Sweeney credit because everybody that they've acquired were by trade. All the guys who've been making, an impact. So, in a way, I give Sweeney credit. I do. I give Sturm credit. And, yes, I'm happy that they're here. If they play Carolina in the first round, Carolina doesn't allow more than 13 shots in a game. Mm-hmm. And for a team that can't score,
it's tough.
It's like a death wish, So, yeah, could they go one and done, Mark? And then we're all like, well, this is great, but now what? Right? That's probably where we're at.
I mean, that's what they are. To me, that's what they are. And then it's how do you ascend beyond that? I just think that, look, it's not like I've studied this guy. I've seen him play a couple times at BC. I just think that the potential benefit of the spark you theoretically could get would outweigh any, ill will because a veteran is displeased because he didn't earn it. He didn't come up and earn it or go through the process or whatever it is. You need help. If this guy can add some scoring punch, take it. And then see where you're at. Maybe Swayman gets hot. Maybe you steal something. I don't know. But that would be something I'd be interested in.
Well, I will say this. Years ago, there was a man named Tyler Seguin who was drafted second overall. Mm-hmm. And there was talks about why they got to put him in, when they got to put him in. And then they put him in, and he scored a goal that they won 1-0. Remember that? Remember?
I don't think he was the game that the 1-0. That's
a different game. But, yeah, it did.
But I remember a couple of those goals against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Streaking through the middle of the ice. I mean, that is probably my most watched YouTube highlight in hockey. That and the Mike Legg goal from Michigan 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I like that goal.
Yeah. But the Sagan skating through the entire team and then Deacon going top shelf against the Lightning, awesome. Awesome visual, awesome video, awesome play. I'm not saying this guy's that, but anything you could offer.
Yeah, they could
just see what happens.
They could use it. Dan's in the car. Dan.
Hey, Joe. Love the show. On the Michael McDonald, keep forgetting. Just listen to it. Listen to Warren G. Regulate. It's the exact same song and beat. Thanks, fellas.
When listeners aren't listening to the program.
That's how it came up. That's why you played it.
Now, Felger would ban a guy for that.
Okay.
Have you heard about this? When they do their tiers, if somebody calls in with somebody that was already mentioned on the tiers, banned.
I like it.
I actually respect that.
Yeah.
I got to tell you. And don't get me wrong, last week, I fell victim to when the hosts aren't listening. I was so entrenched on the Narvaez Cora thing. I couldn't believe it. Just like this week, I couldn't believe Roman Anthony was out of the lineup a day after a day off. Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to, So again,
madness.
McCone was given a take on what was going on, and I cut him off to tell him what he was just saying. It was really bad. It was really bad.
Happens.
It was bad. All right. Well, people keep going. Steve's in Stoughton. Steve.
Hey, I just have a question for you, Joe. You aren't the Fanta Gourmet, are you?
No, I wish. They make a lot of money. Dan Andelman is the dude. I did intern.
I know who. I know who that. But I'm just saying though.
I interned for them though. I did intern for them.
You're a close second though.
Well, thank you. Well, hey, I'm a close second. Will be a compliment today. Thank you.
Hey, another thing on the Celtics. Yeah. I'm not a big Jaylen Brown fan. I just look at what he does. 1-on-3, he tries to take it into the middle instead of kicking it out. And another thing with him is he's pounding his chest to say, look at me. Know what? You got to earn those flowers from your fellow teammates and the league. Don't say, oh, look at me. I'm the best two-way player in the league. That's all I got.
Well, Steve, I would say that being first team All NBA is pretty good, and winning an NBA Finals MVP is stripes. If you ask me, would you say that's a stripes mark?
Yeah, he's pretty good. I actually I argued the other day that he should. Has he surpassed Paul Pierce?
Not as probably as family, like as far as everyone loved. Because Pierce was, the stabbing,
I know, I get that, but
bad teams.
He never made a first-team All-NBA.
You're right.
Brown, if he can do that and then become, he's already a Finals MVP, already an Eastern Conference Finals MVP, has some signature moments in the playoffs. I mean, he's not even 30.
Well, Mark, I have a take on that too.
Yeah,
but I went late.
That's all right.
It's my fault. I apologize. Not sorry, but
Nope.
I do apologize. We'll break. I know you're hot on the Celtics, and I'm hot on the Bruins, and we'll do the Red Sox and the Masters. When's this thing tee off?
2:25, the leaders.
That's a late start.
Nope, that's when they tee off.
I want early. Mm-hmm. No,
2:25.
So you want later on? Oh yeah, because we're until 2, and then you'll be.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that's how it goes, and then they play till about 7.
I'm surprised we didn't wear our Sunday Reds today.
Is that
a thing anymore?
No, Tiger.
No more Sunday Red.
No.
Out.
Nope.
All right. We'll break. Mark Dondero's here. I'm Joe Murray. Jeff's here. None of us are wearing red.
Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports. I'll do the hourly mark unless you got it, but I'll just do it. Valve Linens and Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% of an extra after oil change. Valve Linens and Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people.
So I've told this story before. One time I was going to a movie at Gillette Stadium. I was going to see Taken, Patriot Place.
Yeah.
And I was a little early, so somebody handed me a ticket. Is that the sheet?
Is this what you need? Yeah, maybe.
Somebody handed me the sheet. Somebody handed me a ticket to a band that was playing in this little like amphitheater next to the movie theater.
Yeah.
And I go in, I look at the ticket, it's Sponge. I walk in right as they start Plowed, which was the song we just heard. So I stayed for the only song I'd ever known from the band Sponge, listened to Plowed, went in and saw the movie. It was awesome.
Oh, Taken was good, too.
Taken was excellent.
Yeah. That's a good night.
Great night. Plowed by Sponge.
I went to that little concert place at Gillette once.
Yeah.
I saw Scott Weiland.
Wow.
Of
Rest in
STP.
peace. Yeah.
He was doing his solo album, and everybody was screaming STP, STP, play STP.
Yeah.
So he started playing Crack-A-Man, quit, and walked off the set.
Why?
He didn't want to play STP songs. He wanted to play the songs that he wrote that he was
Trying to promote.
promoting. That
No.
I would have listened
Play
to.
the hits.
But yes. But all of a sudden I got Cracky Man. And then he
Great song.
quit. And then he quit.
And you were watching this.
I was sad. And listen, I know that he has drug problem. I had.
Yeah.
So I'm an enabler when it comes to that kind of stuff. Especially when they're your favorites. Don't meet your heroes, Mark.
Yep.
I love Jerry Cantrell of Alice in Chains. I met him. He signed something for me. I talked to him, and he smoked a cigarette. You ever see, like, Goodfellas when they show the part where Robert De Niro smokes the cigarette when the dude walks in? And just Jerry Cantrell looked at me and just pounded a cigarette. Like, I don't know how you could, like, I can't even smoke a joint that fast. Like, the way he looked at me when I was like, thank you, Mr. Cantrell. The way he smoked the cigarette was just burning dust. And
what did he say to you?
He said nothing to me. And that's why I say don't meet your heroes. And then I saw him on a buggy while I was waiting in line to get into the concert, and he blew right by me.
I Cut You In. That was a good track.
Great track.
Yeah.
On his solo album. Buggy Depot. Wow, Mark, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
You just went up a bar.
All right.
You just moved up a bar in my book right there, knowing Cut You In by Jerry Cantrell right there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Gabe's in West Roxbury. Gabe.
Hey guys, just calling about a couple things. Joe, UFC last night, the main event, the guy
broken leg,
tore his ACL, and ended up knocking out the guy anyway. You got to take a look at it when you get a chance.
Mark, get it I don't know if you've seen it. This dude's got a torn ACL in a fight, and he still wins.
He wins.
Yeah. The other guy was like going soft
it's
on him.
Insane.
And the guy with the torn ACL got one punch to the chin and knocked him down.
He had nothing.
And the guy who lost was like, I felt bad for him. It's like, no, you finish him and then feel bad for him.
That's right.
But
Mortal Kombat fatality. Finish him.
Yeah, exactly. Calling about the Celtics. I just want to, I don't know how the kids say, or Kendra says, I want to stand tall or, stand firm. That Tatum is the Celtics. The Celtics is Tatum's team. The Celtics was Tatum's team before he got hurt. After he's hurt now, Jalen has had a great year. He has improved. He is a great player. I love Jaylen Brown. I've always been a Tatum guy, so I'm a bit biased here. But this has always been Tatum's team, even now. I mean, the offense will run through Brown a bit more, I feel, but this is Tatum's team. And if anyone would get traded ever, it would be Jalen.
All right, Gabe. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hang up on you, but I would like to this is just me. I would like to be the first to say this. I don't care if it's Jason Tatum's team or Jaylen Brown's team. I think it's both their teams. I think that them staying together is what's best for business. And I think we're starting to see more and more they need each other. And this week couldn't be more evident when it came to Jason Tatum in a clutch game in the fourth quarter. I think it's a little unfair to criticize Tatum for, not being back in at full percentage and blame him for everything. But it was clear and evident that they needed Jaylen Brown in that game. And I think there's times where Jaylen Brown needs Jason Tatum. So, therefore, I am saying live on air on 98.5 The Sports Hub, it's not Tatum's team. It's not Brown's team. These two absolutely need each other. And it was as evident as ever this week that in a clutch game in New York on the road, Jason Tatum had 3 turnovers in the fourth quarter. He handled the ball a lot. I still don't think he's the reason why they lost that game. That's my opinion, Mark. But they need each other. They need each other. So it's not anyone's team. They need each other.
You're spot on that. I don't understand any narrative associated with trading either one of them, because if you do that, you kiss any chance of winning a championship goodbye. It is over. You cannot win a championship with just one of those players. I don't care what Brad Stevens does. You're not going to do it. They're not going to draft high enough to get that guy. Brad Stevens really hasn't proven much in the draft. The draft glory goes even still to Danny Ainge. We like some of their picks. They're fine players, but in terms of what this team actually, the foundation of this team, that's from Danny Ainge and drafting and the master strokes that he had back in the day with the trade and then, obviously in 2016 and 2017. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum have still not proven, especially Tatum, that they're good enough in those clutch moments. And I don't care what anybody else says. I know Gabe in West Roxbury has gotten on me a lot in the past. That's fine. I don't know what to tell you. I've been saying this for years. I've been right for years. There's no other way to put it. It is what it is. You don't want to see it. That's your problem. They aren't good enough in close games. And the last 2 that they just played is a perfect encapsulation of my frustration. You have this great opportunity. And by the way, I despise the fact that they sat Jaylen Brown for that game. Figure out another time to rest the tendonitis in his Achilles or whatever it is. You need to play. I don't understand why you don't play that game.
No, I think they did.
Why?
Because when he got tossed from a game earlier, like a month or 2 ago, it was the next game was on national. It was on national TV.
Okay,
and I feel like they are now, like, in spite of the league not playing this, they didn't play Tatum in the next national televised game.
Listen,
no, that's a Celtics thing.
That's not a bad.
That's them being petty.
Yeah, well, I don't agree, because you need to establish yourself as a team that's able to beat a squad like the Knicks in a close game, and that means Tatum and Brown getting it done for you. Sitting Jaylen Brown, you haven't proven anything. I don't think they've proven anything. They need to prove who they are and that they've emerged and evolved as a team that's capable of winning those types of games, and I don't think they've done it. So sitting him in an opportunity to win a game like that was stupid to me. It's stupid, and they're going to go in the playoffs, Joe. I'm going to say something that no one's going to like, okay? There was the narrative we heard all fall, and we were doing that post-game show, was about the Patriots and the schedule. I'm not convinced the Celtics aren't bigger frauds than the Patriots were.
No, hold that.
Nobody wanted to say that word.
Hold it. Yeah. This is hot.
Yeah.
Let it boil. We'll put the lid back on it. We'll turn the heat down a little bit. Keep it hot. We gotta hit. Look.
Let's see. Can I have that
this
sheet?
Is hot. Yes, you can have the sheet. Yeah, I'll give it to you during the break. We'll break, everybody. I like where Dondero's at. Have the Celtics beaten anybody? I like it. We'll do this next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
This is Sean Grandy, voice of the Celtics. Tune in tonight at 5:30 for Star Market Celtics Tonight, and check out the Star Market app. Earn rewards and save on your groceries and gas with Star Market for you. Download the Star Market app today. Go shopping, get rewarded. Star Market, the official supermarket of the Boston.
Media Group station. Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Final round of the Masters set to get underway this afternoon. Rory McIlroy saw his record lead of 6 strokes after the second round dwindle down to nothing. And he is now tied with Cameron Young atop the leaderboard. The leaders will tee off at Augusta National today at 2:25 p.m. The Bruins lost their 1-0 lead Saturday afternoon and then lost the game 2-1 to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Morgan Geekie had the goal for Boston. Bees did clinch a playoff spot courtesy of the Red Wings loss to the Devils. Celtics locked up the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference and will host their first round playoff series beginning next weekend. They'll know their first round opponent probably by Sunday night. Red Sox will try to win their second straight series when they play the rubber game against the St. Louis Cardinals Sunday afternoon. First pitch 2:15. Brian Bayo on the hill for Boston. And the Revs beat DC United on Saturday night 1-0. Sports Up headlines are brought to you by the $14.99 Big Deal Meals at the 99. Like the juicy chopped sirloin. All Big Deal meals are now available all day, every day for just $14.99. You gotta love the nines. I'm Mark Dondero for Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Next update in about an hour.
Boston Talk Sports.
Trade Drake May.
We all know what, but we won't say what.
Yeah.
Worst take on these airwaves in the last 24 hours.
We may not take a call today.
The Sports Hub. When it comes to Boston sports, we're fans just like you. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Mark Dondero's here today. I'm Joe Murray. Got Jeff Williams in the back. All right, I wanted to just kick back on something Mark Dondero said. If we've kicked around a lot of topics from dive bars to sports, but I do think that Mark brings up a good point regarding the Boston Celtics. Mark, I have said on record the NBA needs the Celtics this year. The NBA needs it. Cade Cunningham's not selling tickets. I'm sorry. He's not. I don't think James Harden or Mitchell are going to sell tickets.
No, yeah.
Right?
And Cleveland.
The New York Knicks can.
Yeah.
And to take the Celtics out of the equation, because late in games is still a thing. It's still a thing. I think it's on Missoula, though. I really do.
Same.
Although, we can, when it comes down to it, we're going to blame the players.
Well, I mean, philosophy doesn't help, but everybody's involved here.
When you're a star player,
Yep.
you're the guy who gets the blame.
Yep.
That will be it. But I want to credit the New York Knicks. I do think they are a clutch team. I think they've beaten other teams this year late in games. They have a big that they can go to. They have wings, and they have a point guard that can take over games down the stretch. They're built to win close games. But they don't win every game. They're not the best team in the world. They're like they have flaws too. But when the Celtics play them, it's the matchups, right? It's the who defends Brunson, how the way they defend Karl Anthony Towns, who's a good shooter, right? But it's always Josh Hart who beats them. It's always that other option because they switch on screens. They X's and O's. Like Derek White probably shouldn't switch with Vucevic on Hart. Mm-hmm. I blame White on that one. That's just me. That's my analysis. But there is something about the New York Knicks closing out games. And whether it's Mike Brown or Thibodeau or whoever, that's been their gene is close games. For the last couple of years, that's been it. For the Celtics, it's been about philosophy. And this year, they went without Jason Tatum. And I think we saw less three-pointers, and we saw Jaylen Brown as a guy who went to the basket more. Now that they're both back together, Brown's numbers have been better. People thought Tatum's input would hurt Brown. No, it's made him better. What we don't know, Mark, is the philosophy that they've had in the past going to change in the playoffs this year. And whatever they've done, they still haven't proven it yet. They could have a new team. They could have new players. They could change what Jaylen Brown does in points per game guy. Can they do it in the playoffs is still a big question. I think they can. But when you play against good clutch teams, like we saw the other night, it's still possible that they might not have gotten over that hump yet. Despite winning a championship against an easy path years ago.
Yeah, and I'm not taking anything away from what they did. They're so good, Joe. See, this is why people get a little mixed up. They are so good. They're so talented. Their philosophy does work. My problem is in the playoffs, when you can't always control and you're not always able to play the game on your terms, I think that's when they struggle. And that's not a championship type of operation. The best part about some of those old Patriots teams, they could adjust to any type of game that they were going to play. Especially those early dynasty. They could beat you on the road in any elements, the weather, a dome team inside, outside, cold, warm, hot. It didn't matter. If the Celtics can't play their type of game, I think they struggle. They falter. And the problem is I don't see them being able to. That was such an anomaly what we saw there in 2024. They're never going to be able to do something like that again. Just tear their way and blow out their way to a championship. It's never going to happen. They're going to need to be able to win close games. And I just don't think they've proven for years now. I mean, it's almost awkward saying this because I've said it for so long. And I've said it's the same way, but it's still true. I just don't think they're good enough in those moments. Don't sit here and tell me you feel good about Jason Tatum with the ball in his hands late in the game. You're lying to yourself if you feel good about that. You can't.
I will tell you this.
No.
I feel good, confident. Like, I'm confident with him.
Yeah?
I
think he's a great player.
You might be right about.
I think he's a great player.
Feel good? I don't know how I feel.
I feel awful when he has the ball late in games.
I'm confident.
Yeah?
I
based on what?
Well, I mean, he has hit game-winning shots.
When?
I don't know. He beat Brooklyn to close out a
series.
That
was a good one. That was a good one.
I'm just giving you. That's one example.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good play.
The answer. He's hit threes against the 76ers to close.
Yes, Game 6, Milwaukee.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, I can give you all those, but you'll still push back.
You can give me all those.
But do you get what I'm saying? Is all they can do, Mark, is this year go out and perform.
Correct.
Because they've done it before. It just doesn't matter right now. They've won a championship before. Right now it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't.
What doesn't matter?
What I'm saying is they still haven't proven with Joe Mazzulla and this philosophy that they can win close, tight games. They haven't proven it. And listen, the championship run, I know it sounds, how could you say that, Joe? They won a championship. They were front runners, and I knew. I said this when it happened. I said they were front runners that are going to win a championship. Like, you talk about those old Colts teams; those were front runners. But when they were good, they won, right? And they beat the Pats when they had to at home in a good situation. I'm just trying to say that the Celtics historically, when they're successful, they front run the wins. They outshoot people. They play better defense some nights. But when it comes to like adjustments, philosophy, and changing games, it's still left to be proven with Joe Mazzulla.
I love that Colts comparison. I don't think the Celtics are a soft team. I don't think they're soft. I think they play defense. I think they're mentally tough. I just think the comparison is those indie teams liked to play the game a certain way, and they were at their best in the dome, and I just think that's where they're most like that team. They're not soft. They play defense. They'll D you up. They're tough, mentally tough. I just think they like to play a certain way. They're at their best when they play a certain way. Witness what we saw Friday night against the Raptors. And if they can't play that way, they get out of sorts, and then because the end of game situations aren't run and gun, chuck up threes most of the time, that's when the game shrinks. It's a half court game, and you need to grind out a basket. They are not comfortable enough doing that. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why, and then one thing leads to another. The star doesn't shine in those moments as often as you'd like, and then other people feel like they have to do more to pick up for what. I mean, even the other night, we saw Shireman was the one that stood up. They need to be able to rely on the best player in those moments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think that Tatum was the best player on the floor for the Celtics that night, though. I mean, he was 2 assists shy of a triple-double. But you're right, Mark.
I get it.
He had 6 turnovers in the game. They had 8 as a team. 3 of them were in the final minute. But, dude, Peyton Pritchard turned the ball over.
He did.
I know that when it comes down to it, we blame the players. I don't think Joe Mazzulla has come up with this is what we're going to do to change that.
No, he hasn't.
Because against New York last year, they never went to. I'm not saying Nema's kid is a game changer, but he was there and they never used him. Like, they never they never adjusted.
Yeah.
They never. Remember, they ran the same play 2 plays in a row?
Right.
And New York figured it out.
That was bad.
I'm just saying, that's what I'm talking about. Tatum will get all the blame for that, right? Because he was the guy who got caught or turned it over or whatever, and he looks like he's soft and you don't trust him and all that. Like, sometimes the coach got to bail out the guys.
I don't think he's soft. I don't think he's soft. I think he wants the ball. I think he wants the moment. I just don't think he's good executing.
But do you think that the coach, in that example from a year ago, do you think calling the same play back-to-back with Jason Tatum in that moment was best for Jason Tatum?
No, of course not.
or even the team.
No, they don't have. I mean, I don't think Joe Mazzulla's done anything to help alter the energy or shift the energy so they're better in those moments.
So that's why, like, when I look at it, I'm like, these guys are kind of doing what they're kind of told to do, and like they do need to bail each other out. Like the days of Michael Jordan taking over games and guys taking over, it's gone. It's gone. See you later. And I watch SGA, but he needs the help too. And at Wemby, like, he does a lot for a guy who is what he is, right? Like, it's just, I think that the coach does have to help these guys out sometimes, and the Celtics coach hasn't done that.
Do you really genuinely feel good about the Celtics' chances when it's a tight game down the stretch, under 2 to go, and it's tied?
I do, because they have Tatum and Brown. I do.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to start doing with you what I used to do with my old co-host Ben Kitchen. I would text him real time in the game.
You'd be like, "See,
this is no. Before. So when it would get to 3.5 minutes, and it was one of those situations about to unfold, that's when I would text. That's when I would post on Twitter. This is it. Here we go. Everybody lock in. This is what I'm talking about. And more often than not, they lose that game. So if you want, I can send you the.
What should we call this? What do we call the on Dondero watch?
I mean, I don't know what you want to call it. I'm just saying when the game is unfolding, when it's happening in real time, and there's 4 minutes to go, I'll send out the tweet that says, "This is it. This is the moment I'm talking about," and we'll see what happens.
So the other night they had a 7-point lead. 8 minutes to go, 7 or 8 point lead.
7 points.
New York's almost in the in the bonus, right? Like, they're almost like in foul trouble. And Tatum would go to the basket and kick it out to Derek White, who would miss a shot, and then Derek White would get cooked on the next end. Then they would run a play again where Peyton Pritchard is the point guard, and he tries to, and then he turns the ball over. So my whole thing is, that's a situation that you're talking about. You're up, it's late, the other team's making defensive stops. They went 5 for 5 from 3. 5 for 5 from 3 on that fourth quarter run.
Who, the Knicks?
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is, the only thing that I could see in that stretch was the coach not being able to have the guys in the right position to close out a game with an 8-point lead with 7 minutes to go. Like, I get it. You saw Tatum turn the ball over. You saw Pritchard turn the ball over. You saw White getting cooked all over defensively. You said something earlier about this year's Celtics team is kind of like the Patriots, where, the narrative was they didn't play anybody. The Celtics have struggled against the best teams in the NBA.
That's not what I said. I said they might be bigger frauds, if you want to use that word, than the. And I didn't use that word with the Patriots, but that was the word everybody would tease, and nobody wanted to say because they were winning so much. But if you wanted to say that there's a fool's gold element to them, I think that's more applicable to the Celtics right now than the Patriots this year. I think the Patriots were real. They beat the teams that they were put in front of. I think they had a real opportunity to win the Super Bowl. They just choked it away. Okay? This Celtics team hasn't figured out what they need to do, I don't think, to win in the playoffs when they play good teams in tight games.
Well, know what the Celtic fan would tell you? Well, now it's Brown going to the basket, and he's the focal point, and Jason Tatum's now the 2, and that's what's going to be the difference. I hope so. Like, I hope that...
I do too.
I hope that is the way they play.
I do too.
Because I think Jason Tatum is such a great player that if he has to be the 2 and rebound and do all that, he'll be the best at doing that.
Yeah.
But if it's not him with the ball and dribbling and getting to the basket and getting the call and being the guy, like, it's okay. Like, this is what I mean by Tatum and Brown. I think Mazzulla's got to get that. This is the way to play. And I hope that this is, if they've learned anything this year, Mark, that's what I think they've learned. But the jury is out. It is out there on. It's Mazzulla, dude. I'm telling you, this
I get
on
it.
Mazzulla.
I just, the plan is never, when you're going to a big game against the Knicks in New York, for Baylor Shireman to take them home down the stretch. That's not the plan. Now, if he's able to do it, great. But I just feel like the plan needs to be our best guys do it. And when you go down the stretch and it's tied at 101, and then you have a Jason Tatum turnover, 103-101 after a Brunson shot, then it's Shireman with a 3. Then it's 2 points from Josh Hart, 105-104, you're down. Then it's a missed field goal, a driving layup, Tatum misses. That's where you get in trouble, because then everybody else is saying, oh, Tatum can't get it done. I've got to try to do more than I'm capable of. And then you get Derek White in a position to hit a 3 that maybe he's feeling a little more heat than normal because he can't shoot with freedom because he knows the guy, the man, isn't getting it done the way he's supposed to. It's why Tatum has elite offensive talent. So that elite offensive talent in the big moments can shine through. I've been saying it for years. Years.
You're exhausted from it.
I'm exhausted. And I'm just tired of nobody being able to understand or see it.
No, I'm listening. I think I'm comprehending it.
I'm going to text you. When those things happen, I'm going to say, here it is, Joe.
I'm going to be here.
Good. Maybe I'll just call.
I'm going to be here.
Yeah. Just call and Skaz can put me on off the air and we'll just
maybe
talk.
we could record Dondero's
the play-by-play.
Like instead of the ref's 2-minute drill, it's the Dondero 2-minute drill, something to that degree.
I mean, you laugh.
Maybe we get it sponsored.
I'm telling you, 3 out of 4 times that I tweet that out, I'm right. They'll lose the game. They'll blow the game. I don't do it every time. I'm not always watching in that moment, but I'll do it, and they always find a way to lose it.
By the way, I wanted to mention, because you mentioned this to me, but when I was out in Rhode Island, they were telling me about their law. They have a sports radio loss out there. Because you did radio out there, right?
For a long time.
The people that were coming up to me, the public.
Yeah.
We don't have a sports station out here.
Yeah. It went under. That was very disappointing.
But many people brought that to my attention. When I was in the state of Rhode Island.
Yeah, 103.7.
They were telling me, they're like, it's a sad day.
Mm.
Were you sad when you heard it went down?
Well, yeah, I think it's ridiculous that Ben Kitchen's not doing radio. Ridiculous.
Oh yeah, he was on with Tucker, who worked here.
Yeah, he's so much better than so many people that are out there. I don't understand why. It's ridiculous.
Now the business, Mark.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's one of those things where you're like, it's just the business, man, and nobody knows what that means. It's the business, man.
Sure.
Well, shout out to Ben Kitchen, wherever you are these days.
He's a card guy.
Card guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bought a Vitaly Potompo auto for him recently. Yeah.
Are you big into the old Celtics?
So he was doing something where he, at one point, was buying a bunch of autographed Celtics cards. Mm-hmm. Not all the stars, but just from different, eras of Celtics basketball. I thought it was a cool idea. So
that is cool. They make these immaculate cards. They're a little bit thick. But yesterday, I almost bought a Tommy Heinsohn.
Oh, yeah?
$40.
Nice.
I sold a Dave Cowens the other day.
Nice.
$25. I have a Gerald Henderson. I have a Cedric Maxwell on the Clippers.
On the Clippers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Vitaly sent me back, I think, $5.
Vitaly.
He was fun. He was fun, though, when he was here.
Yeah. Well, people would either say Potapenko, but it was Potapenko.
Potapenko.
Yeah. All right. Well, we good on the Celtics?
Yeah, whatever you want to get to. We can do non-sports stuff.
No,
everyone thinks that's all I want to talk about, but I like the non-sports stuff.
I actually was telling Ryan Garvin this off the air, but I think it's sometimes good to know more about Mark Dondero.
Yeah, whatever you want to know.
We'll work on that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to know. Can we get some Rick Roll in a little bit?
Let's do it.
I think I would like some Rick Roll. I have butchered the clock today. Like if this was a Sunday at the golf course,
I've completely lost track of.
I'm the guy that's screwing up all
the tee time.
The tees after. Like people,
you playing it? Are you playing now a little bit?
I played once last year.
Last year, I'll get out with you if you want to go over to George Wright. Let me know.
Listen,
text me.
So I told you I grew up with Manny Del Carmen.
Yeah,
we're doing something on Nessa now together, and Hyde Park guy.
Yeah,
he's doing Did you know he has a baseball academy?
Locally?
We should send you down there.
Well, my son could use some.
I'll connect you guys.
Yeah.
But he golf guy.
Oh, he is
as well.
Nice.
I used to be a golf guy because I grew up across the street.
Yeah.
And then there was a day where I never wanted to see a golf club ever again. Kind of like a weight room or a gym.
What happened?
When you're in the
Was
gym.
it an incident?
No, just when you.
Oh.
Like, dude, I had to bench press like 350 pounds and work out every day.
Yeah.
Do you think I ever want to go back to the gym again? No.
But you thrived in the gym, though. The Joe Dozer.
The Joe Dozer. That's right. I don't know, because it's funny. All these
How much do you think you bench right now?
175.
No way. You could get high, way more than that.
Okay.
Way more than that.
Being as serious as I can, I could probably do 225.
Yeah. At least.
Yeah, but I don't want to get a hernia and then
No, obviously tear your
my oblique. They're just going to use oblique for everything.
Tear your pec, the pectoral.
Oh, that would be bad.
Brutal.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I don't want that. Oh
no.
Well, I will tell you this one funny story though. One day I was there was this machine. I was playing basketball back in the day, and we were doing this thing where it was your quads, and we'd see how hard we could press down on this machine. And it was like 1,000 pounds. It was like 800 pounds.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it. And then finally, the machine went, and I pushed it for the first time. My legs were jello, but when I got to the gym, I could grab rim, baby.
Yes, sir.
I'm also taller than you.
You're way taller,
but I'm also way heavier than you. So
Okay.
the balance of
Yeah.
jumping, you definitely jump higher than me. I just have a few inches on you.
Yeah.
So
5 inches.
Yeah.
I'm 5'9". I know everyone thinks I'm 5'5" or 5'4". I'm 5. I just had a physical 5'9" and change. Just so the record's straight.
What do you think Pritchard is in real life?
6'2". Really? You don't think? I don't know if I've ever stood next to him. Is he smaller than that? Maybe 6'1"?
Is there another 5'8" guard? How tall was Isaiah Thomas?
5'9".
9?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You're talking about the Celtics, Isaiah. Yeah.
IT.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was about 5'9".
What about the other one? Was he like
6'1"?
He was a
6'1".
Great IQ.
Iverson was 6'1".
Great IQ, but what was he doing on that bird inbounds?
I have no idea.
Do you think he's criticized enough for that?
No, he's not. I actually, that's funny you brought that up. I heard Bird, it was probably just an old clip, but he was talking about that. And that's a colossal, disastrous mistake that he made. And it's like never discussed.
Bird was all over it.
Yeah, he was.
Bird kind of knew that,
to make the pass and to lay it in that quick of a sequence was that's an underrated play, I think, in sports history.
And it's funny, I've seen that same doc where Bird was like, I messed up, I turned the ball over, but I just knew in my head that if Isaiah was going to get the ball, I knew that he always went to, I think it was Dumars or whoever.
Yeah.
And he goes, I just knew, and he just ripped it from him.
Yeah.
And then he always said that DJ was the smartest player he ever played with. Larry Bird has always said that. He's never been like, oh, it's McHale. Guys say different names.
Yeah.
He has always said DJ was the smartest player, and he just knew where DJ was.
It's a crazy sequence.
Anyways, how long ago was that? 40 years ago.
40 years.
We still celebrate stuff from 40 years ago here. Is this the only place that does that?
I mean,
and we had multiple championships, like dozens. But yet we still think of the 80s and all that.
It's a crazy sports town.
We are. All right. Gone too long. We'll take a break. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
that I would have graduated high school and Mark Dondero would have been a freshman.
But that's the same era.
It's exactly. I was going to say it's the same era. You grew up on the TRL era, right?
Correct.
Okay, so like,
I didn't have MTV in my house, but I had friends that we watched it. Yes.
So like the TRL era was definitely NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. So like whenever I hear like, if I hear a Backstreet Boys like Everybody,
yeah,
or Backstreet's Back, and I'm at like a wedding or whatever,
yep,
like I'm rocking out, baby.
Correct.
Yes. We're getting down.
Yes.
Or like Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time, like
down.
I'm in.
Yep. I was jamming out to Come On Over Baby, Christina, on the way here.
Come on over.
Came on Pop 2K.
Baby.
Great video.
She became dirty. And
Dirty.
I don't know what happened after that.
Well, she had that song Dirty with Redman. Excellent track, 2002.
It's About Time for My Arrival.
That's right, Joey.
Well, she had that song.
That's a good.
She had that song where she's a genie in a bottle.
Yeah.
You got to rub her the right way. So does that mean you get wishes?
Yeah, all of the above, yeah. I mean, that was a great song, too.
That was very big. That was a very big song. I now I feel like I should go back. I would say, like, if we're just going to keep it to, like, mainstream music, the Stain Been a While was very big.
I didn't like that. I like their harder stuff better. Mud Shovel.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Just Go was a good song. Outside was a little later. Now that you actually mention it, I don't think they had. Did they have Outside off of Dysfunction? That was on the next CD.
Outside was on the Limp Bizkit, wasn't it?
Well, it was Fred Durst.
Released it on
hot dog flavored
whichever
water.
one came out. It was like summer of 01.
No. That's what I'm saying. This was Dysfunction was like 99. That came out later, and it wasn't on Mud Shovel. Dysfunction was Mud Shovel.
It had
Just Go. I don't remember the other.
No, it had.
My point is that Outside was not on their earlier, and it was not on a Limp Bizkit track. It was not a Limp Bizkit track. It wasn't on one of their albums.
So when did Nookie come out?
Significant Other, summer of 99.
Okay, so that was like.
That's the year I saw them.
Okay.
So that was Just Go. That was In Together Now.
Oh, on the Redman. That was
not Just Go. That was Just Like This.
I like this.
Yeah. In Together Now was on Significant Other.
Who could be the boss looking through the glass?
Yes. Dude, I'll tell you what. I was talking about this a few weeks ago. This is a legit rap song. Like, I know everybody wants to talk about Eminem. Fred Durst isn't a rapper. That was a legit rap song.
I will say this.
That was good.
Back then, I thought the same thing.
It was a good song.
When I listened to it
still holds up.
When I listened to it a week ago,
yeah,
it was tough.
No. It's excellent. I don't want to hear this blasphemy. They're a great band, and their songs are still good. They're a great band, and they're excellent. End of discussion. I don't understand why they get bad rap.
Let me hear your pigeons run your mouth now.
I mean, those two.
That was one of the lines.
Between Significant Other and Chocolate Starfish, those are great CDs. Oh, I didn't like this song as much.
This song kind of sucked, but this is from WWE, though, right? Was this like a WrestleMania song?
17.
Yeah. Was it?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
That's how that's why when I
I'll
heard
tell you another one. Get Your Groove On with Exhibit. X to the Z. That's a great track. Rollin', My Generation.
Teach me like a boy.
Living It Up. Awesome.
Oh, I knew that song. I know that whole album. Oh, my God.
Take a Look Around. MI2 soundtrack. Excellent.
Introducing the Chocolate Starfish.
This is Boiler.
Hot Dog.
Wow.
No, Hot Dog.
This is, I am the Mark Dondero late 90s, 2000s.
He's a big music guy.
So what did you think of Nickelback when you first heard them?
Never had a problem with them.
So I liked Nickelback because their first album was, the name of the song was Do Your Friends Like to Think, no, it was called Swallow.
Swallow? I don't remember that one.
Do your friends like to think out loud? Okay, never mind.
I remember.
And then they had How You Remind Me.
How You Remind Me.
But
That's the one I remember.
Yeah,
that's the one. I don't remember the one before that.
Never made it as a wise man.
That's the one. I mean, that was one of those songs that if it was on the radio, I'd listen to it, but I never had it in my collection.
This is how. And then Creed. Did you like Creed?
Not as much.
I was a Creed guy.
No, I didn't.
I
like him
could
as
go
well.
from My Own Prison all the way to Weathered if you really wanted me to.
My Own Prison is, that was one of their original.
Rusted and weathered.
I'm rusting on. Yes.
Remember the song "What If"?
What If?
It's like
yeah.
a soundtrack.
Yep. He had that nice little intro at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find her.
Yeah, I didn't really. They weren't my thing. I like Days of the New better than I like Creed.
So
Remember
Days of the New is a wicked Alice in Chains ripoff.
Yeah.
They actually went on tour together. But if you think about the song, it's just like a. It's like a Lane Staley.
Yeah,
riff.
no, I guess you're right. I never thought of that.
You touch me.
Shelf in the Room.
So wasn't Godsmack, by the way. If you
Great band.
Oh no.
What?
Do you know that Godsmack? This is my quarterly Godsmack hate update PSA alert.
Uh-oh.
Godsmack is the biggest Alice in Chains ripoff in the entire world. Godsmack was a song written by Alice in Chains.
Didn't know that.
About to educate you. All of their songs, everything that they did was a rip of Alice in Chains. Everything.
You got a ton of hits.
Yeah, they did. Yep. So like
Voodoo was a rip of Alice in Chains?
Yes, if you want to play the song Long Gone Day, Jeff, if you would like. You know the song.
That's an Alice in Chains?
It was Mad Season's Long Gone Day beat.
Wow.
Stole the entire thing.
Jeez.
I hope Sully's listening.
Okay. They actually.
I don't know if he could reach.
So they had a song. It's probably about 10 years ago, but it was one of the better recent rock songs that I've heard. It's called "When Legends Rise." Godsmack, probably within the last 10 years. Good rock song.
They had a yes.
This is Alice in Chains.
This is Mad Season, which is Lane Staley's
Dude, that's
band.
Crazy. This is Voodoo.
They ripped it.
Yeah.
Ripped. Thank you, Jeff. Just had to validate myself. They had a song called Face Less. Alice in Chains has an album called Face Lift.
All right. Can't argue with that.
Do Like I Told You, Stay Away From Me. Alice in Chains has a song, I Stay Away. There's a lot of them. I could keep going and going. But I won't do that to you all today. But yes, will I admit that during that time, they were heavily played and I would bob my head? So
who did you really enjoy back then?
So again, I'm more of a grunge era guy.
Okay, same.
Like Alice in Chains is my favorite band. I love Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots, all that stuff. Like Silverchair was one of my favorite bands of all time. But I was more of I liked rap music more than anything.
Okay. See, the rap of the 90s, I wasn't as in. It was later when I started getting it. Other than I had the Coolio CD.
Oh my God, Fantastic Voyage. Been spending most of
Yeah, that was my first CD.
The only thing I don't like about Coolio is he reminded me of like a Tupac ripoff, though.
Okay,
because he'd always
everyone's
be like,
a ripoff.
How can they reach me? Like that? Tell me that doesn't sound like Tupac.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
The song "Too Hot" by Coolio still hits.
Too hot.
It's a great song.
Hot. Gotta run for sure.
I love that you know these.
Yeah. I know every.
1, 2, 3, 4. You remember that one? Yeah.
On the floor.
That came on the other day.
What's up, everybody? So glad you're here. It's Big Joe with the throwback in your ear. All right. You know what, though, Dondero? You've moved up a level. You've gone up another level today.
Great.
But you know what, though? You're right. Maybe I do think everyone is a ripoff.
Open your mind.
It's hard.
I mean, you could do that to every band.
I used to think Bush was a Nirvana ripoff.
Do you like Bush?
I saw Bush last year, actually.
They are playing the MGM Music Hall tonight.
So I've actually gotten a little more into Razorblade Suitcase recently.
Ooh, letting the cables
songs
sleep.
that I just wasn't as into some of those tracks, but I've been listening to them a little bit more.
The movie Fear. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
With Reese Witherspoon and Mark Wahlberg?
Oh, yeah.
I believe today is the 30th anniversary of the release of that movie.
Oh, my God.
I remember that. There was a scene in that movie where, was it a roller coaster scene?
Oh, yeah. With wild horses.
Yeah. Young
Again, that's our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
That's the wheelhouse right there. And was it Machine Head from that movie? Yes.
Okay.
Because that's when Machine had
It's a big one.
they still play it at Gillette.
That's a big one. I mean, 16 Stone had a couple.
That was my first CD.
Yeah.
16 Stone.
Great one.
Might have been a played from front to back.
Oh, it was. It was. And I'll tell you what, Glycerine has, because I'm an old, I've lost my edge. That song is one of my favorites now.
No.
Back in the day, I wasn't as into it. Now it is. Swallowed, one of my favorites. Great song.
Are you at one? Do you lie? Did you do did you have the accent too?
No.
We live in a will.
I mean, maybe.
He had an accent.
Yeah.
This is funny coming from me. But back then, my favorite album, Big Ones by Aerosmith.
No. See, I couldn't even comment on that. When did that come out? What album was that?
Big Ones might have been was it like a greatest hits album? I'm trying to remember what Big Ones was.
Big Ones.
Yeah, because that was when all those music videos were crying and crazy. Everyone wants to let me know
It's
that.
a compilation album by Aerosmith released November 1st, 94.
So not in your wheelhouse.
No. I mean, some of there's music from that era that's in my wheelhouse, just not Aerosmith. Far Behind by Candlebox.
Oh, Candlebox.
That's
great
that's
one.
that era. I love that stuff. Yeah.
I did not mean
Temple of the Dog.
That was don't get me on super bands. We just played Mad Season.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like Weezer?
They had the song. What was the song from 2001?
Hash Pipe.
Hash Pipe. Liked Hash Pipe, but I wasn't as into them.
You weren't like a sweater song guy.
I liked their 2018 remake of Africa.
That's a good one.
Good one.
That's a good one. I actually like that too.
So we've never had this conversation. I'll just bring it up real quick as an aside. And for anybody out there listening, I'm going to offer this to you. Have you ever noticed that if a band does a rock remix of a song, it's almost always outstanding? Like if you have a rock remix. So for example, we've talked about, I might have talked about this with Jeff. Disturbed does a rock remix of, what's the song, Jeff? Now I'm forgetting the name of the song.
Oh,
Hello, Darkness, my old friend.
Sounds of Silence.
Sound of Silence. Unbelievable.
How about Limp Bizkit's What It's Like to Be the Bad Man?
Great one.
Behind Blue
Eyes. Faith. Excellent.
Faith was good.
What about Non-Point does In the Air Tonight? Rock remix.
I don't know about that one.
No, that's a pretty good one.
I love Non-Point though.
How about Korn does Word Up? I think that's a rock remix.
How about Johnny Cash's Hurt?
I mean, he took that song. It's his song now.
The song I used to go out to in college to go up to bat to. Aw Nah remix. It was POD, Marcus of POD, and somebody else.
Wait, you had a bad song?
Yeah, the walk-up song for baseball.
You had your own walk-up song?
I think that was like Head PE, right?
Wait,
I don't think it was Head
you
PE.
liked POD?
I loved POD.
Oh, God, they were awful.
What? I loved POD. Oh, I love POD.
Nappy Roots, right?
It was Nappy Roots had the original, yeah, but I forget who did the rock version. There's a million, Jay-Z, or well, not Jay-Z. There's just a million examples. Oh, there's a Bad Wolves does a rock version of Zombies by the Cranberries. Awesome. Awesome. Bad Wolves, Zombies. Look it up. It's awesome. You have a rock remix, they're usually awesome.
All right. I'm now going to look into rock remixes.
Yeah, Bad Wolves, Zombies.
I liked Landslide by Billy Corgan and Smashing Pumpkins. They did a cover of the Fleetwood Mac song. I guess, would that be considered a rock remix?
Probably. I don't know that one.
All right. People want us to continue. Everyone loves when I rip at Godsmack. So thank you, everyone. Don't get me wrong. Godsmack had a good run. I just want everyone to know that they ripped off Alice in Chains.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I didn't know that. And they do have a lot of good songs.
Some Jay-Z songs I think he ripped from Biggie.
But you're allowed to be influenced by another artist.
Can't steal. That's what happened with Tom Petty. He had the, Won't Back Down. And then what's his name came out with the song Stay With Me and he got ripped for it.
Just real quick, some of the other ones I didn't think of. Smooth Criminal.
Oh, yeah.
by Alien Ant Farm. Outstanding
That's a good
rock remix.
That put
Okay.
them on the map.
That was an outstanding one. Boys of Summer by the Ataris.
The Ataris Boys of Summer was very good.
It was very good. I don't like that one quite as much.
But the Ataris did a good job.
Yeah. Blue Monday by Orgy, I think is a rock remix.
Like that song.
Great one. So there's just a bunch out there.
I like Dancing Days that Stone Temple Pilots did, which is a Led Zeppelin
I don't know if I know that one.
Dancing Days are here again. Never mind.
Okay.
This is we're opening up with Mark Dondero here.
Yeah, you can get to know me anytime.
His walk-up song was P.O.D.
Ah Nah remix.
Mine was Man in the Box.
Great one.
Kind of simple, Keep it simple, stupid.
One year it was the theme to Pirates of the Caribbean. That was my walk because I was Jack Sparrow for Halloween.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really? You got a
Oh, there are pictures out there.
Okay. Someone wanted me to shout out Eve 6, Put My Heart in a Blender.
Nappy Roots. Yeah, they did do it, Jeff. That was who did. And then it was Marcos of POD who contributed the guitar.
What did POD stand for?
Payable on Death.
Oh. Okay, we got to go to break.
Hey, I'm just riding his ship here, so keep that clock going, baby.
Matt Doloff wants me to mention that Get a Grip, great album, big ones, greatest hits. Thank you. It had all their nipples on the front cover, too. We got to go to break. I'm Joe Murray. Mark Dondero's here at 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The champion Boston
All the way
Celtics.
3, Eddie hit them.
WBZ-FM and HD Boston 98.5. The Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Final round of the Masters set to get underway this afternoon. Rory McIlroy saw his record lead of 6 strokes after the second round dwindle down to nothing, as he is now tied with Cameron Young atop the leaderboard. Those leaders will tee off at 2:25, just behind McIlroy and Young. Sam Burns, Shane Lowry. Sam Burns -10, Shane Lowry -9, Jason Day hanging around at -8. Scotty Scheffler not too far away, -7. Bruins lost their 1-0 lead Saturday afternoon, then lost the game 2-1 to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Morgan Geekie had the goal for Boston. Bruins did clinch a playoff spot courtesy of the Red Wings loss to the Devils. Celtics locked up the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. They'll host their first-round playoff series beginning next weekend. They'll know that first-round opponent most likely by the end of Sunday night. Red Sox will try to win their second straight series when they play the rubber game in their matchup with the St. Louis Cardinals Sunday afternoon. First pitch, 2:15. Brian Bayo on the hill for Boston. And the Revs beat DC United on Saturday night 1-0. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by the 99 Restaurants. Visit the Nines the day after the Red Sox win and get a free kids meal with every adult entree purchased. You gotta love the Nines. I'm Mark Dondero for Boston's Home for Sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub. Next update, about an hour.
Listen to it, laugh at it, get mad at it, agree with it, argue about it. It is Boston Sports. Boston Sports. And it is all we do. 98.5 The Sports Hub. No matter what team, no matter what player, no matter what coach, no matter what game, it all happens here. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
I will tell you, I thought POD sucked.
Yeah, well, you're wrong.
I know.
I mean, their catalog is out to
right.
Southtown, Rock the Party, Set It Off, Boom, Goodbye for Now, Alive, Set Your Eyes to Zion. It's kind of a weird one, but it had a beat was there.
Do you know why? Do you know why I didn't like POD?
No.
I felt like there was a rock rap boom.
Yeah.
And they got a hold of it. And I played music at the time. Let me tell you, I wasn't good. I tried. I thought I played with guys who were good. But whenever I heard something that I didn't think was talented, I was out on. Mm-hmm. POD was one of them. And if you ever hear POD's drum, everything is boom, 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 boom. Like we just played that, right? Same thing. Boom, 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 boom. And it's because it's a beat. Because you can rap over it or you can whatever. So back then, like I did think Limp Bizkit was one of the first of the rock rap combo. Mm-hmm. We call it like that, the crossover. We mentioned Linkin Park was a band that came out in 99, 2000.
Outstanding.
I will say this. Whatever you like Linkin Park or not, they were somewhat of a put together band. And that album, the first album, was really, really good. Whether you like them or not, it was. You have to say
one of the
it was a
best
good
of all
album.
time.
Now, I did like how it was produced with a great singer and a guy that was kind of a rapper, right? One thing, I don't know why.
Yeah,
Doesn't even matter.
Mike Shinoda.
It worked.
Yeah,
it worked. They didn't want him, right? Was that the story? What was this whole story? They didn't want one of them.
I don't remember, but they complement each other perfectly.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
And then you put them together in a.
Mike Shinoda is awesome. Remember the name? He was in that. He sang one of my favorite songs of all time. It's called "It's Going Down." The Executioners. You know that one? Oh, you got to listen to that one. The lyrical, the way they do that lyrically is outstanding. I actually performed that song once at a Mr. Bryant competition in college.
Mr. Bryant.
Yeah.
Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore.
Mr. Hahn. Joe Hahn. Great DJ.
Kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What eventually would potentially be a memory of.
I mean, that's one of the best albums of all time. Paper Cut, One Step Closer, Crawling, A Place for My Head, Forgotten. It's awesome.
There's a lot of bands out that were rock rap at that time.
Yeah.
Which consider them that, I guess. One that we kind of left out a few years later, Shinedown.
Mm-hmm.
Simple Man, you talk about covers. Great cover. I thought that was a very good cover song. Wasn't it on like a local? I don't know. They were on with like a local personality, and then it became big on that.
AAF, yeah. I think Mr. Scary like broke them.
Is it? Is that what happened?
I
didn't know that.
I believe it was that.
Yeah.
Because they used to have bands come in and
yeah,
I think STP
Unplugged
Rush or something, right, with them, and it became huge.
I forget.
But yeah, that's what they would do. They would have people come in. I think. You know who was huge? Audioslave.
Yes.
Because Soundgarden took some time off.
Yeah, I like Soundgarden better.
Oh, yeah.
They had some good tracks.
I mean, you want to talk about a super band. Audioslave's first 2 albums were bangers.
If I was putting together an all-time band, Chris Cornell would probably be the singer. He was awesome.
So do you know who he reminds me of his influence-wise?
No.
Yeah, yes, I do hear a little bit of like a Robert. I hear like a little Robert Plant in there, but if anybody, it's Brian from AC/DC. Like that, you know.
Yeah.
Or like the opening. Actually, if you listen to the opening of Cochise, remember that song?
Yes. Yeah.
That. If you really want to like go nuts and bolts, it's kind of, and even Tom Morello said it himself. I didn't say it's not me, but the whole it's a bit off of one of their favorite Led Zeppelin songs. Get it?
Yeah.
Can you play a little Cochise? You know what?
That doesn't bother me.
No, it doesn't bother me either because they're a super band that's influenced.
Yeah.
Right? Giving credit to where the beat came from, right? Like, I like that. But when you're making money off a rip, I'm out. But Audioslave was huge. That era was huge. Papa Roach was one of those. Would you consider them rock?
I loved Papa Roach. They were more rock to me.
Okay.
More rock.
I would say more rock, too. But it was that era.
Yeah. No, it was, I mean, yeah, Blood Brothers, it's one of my favorite songs to this day.
So, Mark, when the Bruins, the Sports Hub started, Bruins became good all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And they started playing this before every playoff game.
This song? See, what year is this song from?
02.
So 02, yeah, because Like a Stone was like 02.
02,
yeah.
Oh my God.
I Am the Highway. I'm a Highway, good song.
Carpet Ride or whatever.
Yeah.
But yes, every single playoff Bruins song
2011
is this.
every game. They
Timmy
opened
T.
up every game with this song, and it got the crowd going.
All right.
It still does. They better be playing it this year, too.
Sure. Whatever works.
I want this and Zombie Nation at the end of the game. That's it. Couple of wrestling songs in between. Anyways. I think
I don't have this in the collection. Maybe worth putting in.
Ooh, and you know what I like that you said? Chris Cornell might have been the best singer.
Oh, he was unbelievable.
Because again, if I was going to do singers of the grunge era, I love Lane Staley.
Yeah.
But I do think Chris Cornell was the best singer.
Well, he was my favorite.
The best guitarist, I'm going to go Jerry because I'm biased.
Mm-hmm.
But I did think Mike McCready was incredible. And Kim Thayil from Soundgarden was very good.
Probably take Dave Grohl on drums.
Matt from Soundgarden,
I don't think Dave Grohl would take himself at drums.
No.
You said he would or you wouldn't?
He wouldn't.
Yeah.
He thought he was a horrible drummer.
He did. He said he did Gap Band, right? Was that what he said?
I got intoxicated by In Bloom, that song by Nirvana. The drums, it's just good.
And you said the Nevermind album is in your car.
In my car right now out in the parking lot with Hybrid Theory, Linkin Park. The only 2 albums I keep with me. Don't know why. Don't need the CD player, but they're there.
I also loved the bassist Chris Novoselic. Does he fall into that category? Jeff Ament from does he pop into that? Well, Mike Starr no longer with us. Who'd be the drummer? Sean Kinney, very good.
I don't know enough drummers.
Matt Cameron.
Matt Cameron, very good. I believe, was he in Audioslave? I can't remember.
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, no, it was Rage
been with
Against the
Pearl
Machine's
Jam
drummer.
forever now. Well, he just left.
All right. Do we have the lineup today for the Red Sox?
We'll check. I haven't been on that.
No, and I only ask because could you believe the other day Roman Anthony wasn't in the lineup?
There's a lot of things I can't believe.
Well, Mark, here's what I would like from you because I feel like you can do this.
Yeah.
Yesterday, someone called me a Nessun honk, which I retweeted because I thought it was kind of funny. Do
you have the lineup?
I think this year, though, people are going to blame ownership, Breslow, before they get to core. I actually think the players will get blamed before they get to core. I'm starting to... This isn't an axe to grind on a manager. You know how people just easily do that in this town? Like, it's like a simple, thing they can do? Mm-hmm. The stuff that core has been doing this year, I'll just give you 3 examples from the weekend. Not playing Roman Anthony. Taking Connolly early out of a game where he's got control when the blueprint is to go to 6 innings. You go 6 innings, you win the game. When you take your guy out in a non-pressure situation at 86 pitches, I thought it was a bad move.
Are the Red Sox undefeated when a starter has gone 6 or more? Yeah.
Yeah. So this is why I'm on core. I'm not on core for an axe to grind or any of that. Mm-hmm. I'm on him because I know he's given a lineup. I think although not a great lineup, I think the lineup he's been given should be able to give them enough to win or stay in games, and they haven't. So I'm more on Cora being a problem. They need a bat. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I can't sit here and tell you that team doesn't need a bat. Like that, you're blind if you're not. But I do think that what they've been given, Cora is not doing enough.
I don't disagree with that. I just think, and I actually, this was a while ago, but I believe I made this analogy on Felger and Maz one day when I was in. I just think the Red Sox are like a team, if you compare them to a budget for some family where, let's just say for the sake of the argument, you had $2,000 in bills every month and you brought home $2,800. Yeah, you have enough to cover it, but when things go wrong or when you need more money for some unforeseen issue, then it gets dicey. And I think that's the Red Sox. On paper, at first glance, when you look at the lineup today, Roman Anthony leading off, Caleb Durbin second, Duran third, whatever. I have my own issues with that. Wilson Contreras, Abreu, Story, Meyer, Wong, Rafael. It's a fine lineup. Their pitching staff on paper is fine. Where they get hurt, their depth. If something is off, if a guy is slumping, if Trevor Story's not hitting or fielding, if there's an injury, they don't have enough talent and or depth to overcome any adversity they face. So if everything is upright and going the way it's supposed to go, they're okay. But that's not baseball. Guys slump. Sometimes your 3-hitter hits like your 9-hitter. Sometimes your 9-hitter hits like your 3-hitter or whatever the best. But I don't even know where the best hitter hits anymore in the lineup. They don't have enough talent, depth. That combination is why they get into trouble. That's why they're always, or they've been good but not great. That's why they either don't make the playoffs. They just don't have enough depth or talent.
So I think they got depth they haven't gone to yet, like Nate Eaton. And listen, if you're you're right. If you're reaching on Nate Eaton, you got problems, right? There are guys they can go with, but I need answers to some of the things this year. Like this year, I can't. When Roman Anthony's not in the lineup after an off day, I need the answer. I need an answer. He can't. Yeah, I had some fun the other night with Ramen Anthony, Roman Noodle. It was
with the arm. Yeah.
Oh, I had some fun with it.
Well, that throw was a disgrace.
But Mark, you played baseball.
I played outfield.
You played college baseball.
Outfield. Yeah.
You're an expert in this field.
Correct.
You know it's about timing, steps, curl hops. His footwork's not great.
No.
But he had an arm. I'm starting to wonder if it's the old oblique. Like I'm starting to wonder if he's not if it's these things are mental in baseball, but is he able after the oblique injury to open up and throw like an outfielder?
I don't know, and I can tell you this, from my experience, managers don't care that much. They do not care. They do not prioritize outfield arm, especially if you're talking about a guy that can swing the bat the way Anthony swings the bat. So that's going to hurt the Red Sox, but their position will be he can hit, and we need him to hit, and they're going to put him out there as long as he can
But,
hit.
like, it's acceptable when it's Manny Ramirez.
Yeah.
Roman Anthony, like, he's a 21-year-old DH. And late in games, you can't put him in the outfield late in the game.
Sure.
They're going to run on him.
I know everyone will run on that tape. I mean, he's had a couple of those now where the arm was, and all he needs to be is just serviceable. He doesn't have to be Vlad Guerrero out there, the father. He just needs to be decent. That was way below decent, whatever that throw was.
The one the other day that bothered me was both runs scored. He should have just hit the cutoff, man.
Yeah.
Like, and dude, shallow left field is small at Fenway. Like, just pick it up and throw it to the cutoff.
I don't know how you could be at the major league. Like, I don't care how good of a hitter you are. Like, that's a throw any major leaguer should be able to make. And a better throw than that.
I give him credit because he's been standing up, accountable for the team.
Yeah,
he's been the one speaking on it. Says it needs to be better. But then he's out of the lineup like the next day, and it's just I'm sniffing around on that one. I get the sniffer out.
Yeah,
like is there something going on in here? Like. And if it is a problem, he can't play out there.
Yeah.
Then they want to put Duran in there, and then they got Yoshida, and it's like they got three guys for one position.
Well, I feel like Yoshida has handcuffed them for years now. His lack of flexibility. And I know he puts together some good. I wish he could contribute more offensively.
He is. He's getting on base.
I know, but you just can't. It just makes it hard because he can't play the field.
Yeah.
And he's not a traditional designated hitter-ish guy, like.
Do you think they should just eat the money on him?
Yes.
Like, just, they like him.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's a good hitter.
I don't think they have the type of team that could allow for him to be as productive as he should be on a team that has talent where they could put him on the bench and use him in spot starts and let him. That's his best type of role.
Dodgers?
Like the Dodgers. Yeah, like that. Because they have the structure that you need in baseball. If you're a team, I mean, look who the hero was for the Dodgers last year. I don't even remember his name. You remember the guy that hit the home run, Game 7? I don't even remember his name.
He played second base and saved the World Series.
Yeah, I don't even remember his name.
I forget his name.
Because he was a nobody. Not a nobody, but he wasn't one of their central guys. But the reason he was able to do what he did was because those guys, their depth, their star power, put them in position where you could get bailed out. The Red Sox problem is they rely on a guy, whoever that was, Rojas or whatever, to carry them.
Yeah.
Through a playoff. Oh, he's hot. Let's ride Rojas. Let's ride Cedon Rafaela. No, you can't do that. You need Manny. You need Ortiz. You need Pedroia. You need Mike Lowell. You need guys that are actual dudes, and they don't have it.
Well, I think Wilson Contreras is a dude.
He is a dude.
I think he's a dude. I don't know who else is.
I mean, is Wilyer Abreu a dude? He acts like it sometimes.
He might. That's the thing. He might be. He might be.
Well.
And I'll tell you, Roman, I think, is a dude. I think
he is.
I think we all think he's
a dude. And if
he's
not, he will be.
But I just don't know how I feel about a 21-year-old DH. I don't know how I feel about that. He can't play left field in late in games. He can't do it.
You'd like to see a guy with that youth be able to play the field, be serviceable in the field, especially a decent athlete, which Anthony is.
Dude, he used to play center field.
Right. Like, find a way to have a decent arm. Just be representative out there.
You know who might be a dude, but he doesn't get enough credit? Raphael has been on a hitting tear. He had that one mistake in the outfield the other night, which I think was a tough ball in general.
Wasn't that more the Sun? I don't think
that was last week.
Okay.
No, this week he went.
Oh, I thought that's what you were talking about.
It was a hard hit ball, dude, dead center. I think he thought it was going over the fence personally.
Okay.
And then I think he realized, it's still in the park. Jumped, went off his glove. That was a deep ball center field. It's hard. I think he's a good center fielder. I do.
I do too.
He's a gold glove winner.
Yeah.
But at times, dude, the way that the roster is constructed, he's better off playing in the infield and letting everyone else play in the outfield.
I don't think.
And why do you want to move him around? Right? Like
they've clearly underperformed. I thought their roster was better than the way they started. Obviously, I just don't think it's anything. I just don't think it's special. I don't think it's going to get them to.
Do you know what's a name you and I have talked about before during our Patriots post-game shows that we never got to talk about on air?
Who's that?
Mike Trout. I
talk about him during the Patriots postgame.
You and I have talked about off the air.
Oh,
we've talked about a right-handed bat that could potentially
Yeah.
be available that could come to Boston. Most people are rolling their eyes. Some people are probably throwing up hearing me say that. Star power and power.
Yeah. Well, that's nice, Joe. But do they want to do that? Again, do they want to win?
Well, this is when you bring up the Yoshida contract. $18 million. He makes what, 40 and change? Like, would you eat any? Would you take some on?
Joe,
would you move it around?
I don't. You know this. Like, I don't think they think in that way. What can we do to win? I don't think they think that way. I think they think in the way of, all right, what is the money? What do the books look like? How can we masquerade that we're still trying to compete while still setting or, achieving our goals financially? And we'll try to, appease the fan base to a point. We still want to be competitive. So we'll go out and get Ranger Suarez or a guy that, whatever. But it's not about all in to win. What do we need? What could we get? Spare no expense. That's what they used to be. That's what it used to be. That's what the teams that win do. They don't think that way. So we could talk about this. Mask can talk about this on the baseball hour. McCarthy and Milliken can go. Doesn't matter because they don't care. They do not care. They aren't trying to win. They're trying to manage the money and financially, keep them in good standing and get some players that will keep your ass quiet. That's what they're trying to do. They're not trying to do what you want to do, which is win. So, yeah, we could talk about Mike. That'd be a great idea. They don't want to do that. That'd be winning.
Well, I will say this. I do know this. I know this. I know that John Henry heard the chants last week.
Yeah.
I know he heard the sell the team chants. I know he heard them. I saw video of it.
Yeah.
He's an impulsive guy.
Well, good.
I hope. I don't disagree with what you're saying. I am trying to have a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
That maybe he makes an impulse move.
Good. Because I'll say this, Joe. It is a damn shame that legacy that man has, the hit that the legacy he had.
He's won 4 championships.
I mean, he should be he should be a statue of John Henry, and no one can stand him. They're literally chanting, "Sell the team." He should be a legend. 4 titles after the drought that they went through. 4 different general or however many general managers, different
worst the first
managers, different star players. They won one without Ortiz. They won without Tito. They won without Theo. They won after Charrington. I mean, he's been the constant. Yet everybody can't stand him. They're yelling for him to sell. He should be a legend here. You blew it. He's blown it because he cares about the business and not winning.
I hope for the impulse move.
Yes.
I'm going to keep hoping. You're not wrong, Mark. I'm over here with hope. Jeff is on the line. He's in Orlando. Hi, Jeff.
Joe, what's happening today, man?
Hey.
Listen, I missed some of the Bruins talk, so my apologies, but we're going to need a whole lot more than Coach Ease to do anything in the playoffs. That's number one. Number two, have you ever heard of a band, Humphreys McGee?
Not say Jeff? Nope.
Check out Humphreys McGee. They're kind of this hybrid band. They do all kinds of different music blended together. I think they're actually out of Indiana, but they have an album called Zonky, and that album is a mashup of well-known songs, like for instance, "Sad Clint Eastwood." It's a hybrid
like
between
the Gorillaz song.
Exactly, yeah, and Metallica. Sad but true. Check it's. I'm telling you, there's Strangletoss, so that's a blend of Ted Nugent and Beastie Boys.
Oh God, I can't do that. I hung up. I'm sorry.
Been around a long time. Late 90s. Humphreys McGee, South Bend, Indiana.
Yeah, Midwest band. Yeah. Was Gorillaz considered rock rap?
No, I didn't. I mean, that song Clint Eastwood was a fun summer song one year, but I didn't really get into them.
So what is that? The band Lit? No, the band Blur. Blur.
What's Blur? What do you mean?
Remember the song? Yeah, that's Blur. But wasn't
song 2?
But wasn't Blur and Gorillaz the same?
Oh, I don't know. Is that the same?
Yeah,
It's the same
group?
singer.
Same
It
thing,
is.
same
Okay,
thing.
I didn't know that.
I knew there was a
Nice.
Yeah, because with the fallacy.
Yeah, that was a fun song.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of people like to trip on that song.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Ooh, I'll be seeing them in October, and yes, sir.
I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, not for long. All right. Who else we got? Alex is in Concord.
Hey, boys. How we doing? I just wanted to talk about Roman Anthony. I mean, we have the model of Bryce Harper going to first base after being in the outfield. Why doesn't Roman Anthony just follow that?
Well, that might be the play eventually. I just think for this year he's an outfielder.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially after you just got Contreras.
Yeah.
There's the point.
And Contreras does pretty. I mean, former Gold Glove catcher, but he's been solid at first.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Anthony there eventually.
Yeah, I think Aaron Judge eventually will be a first.
Like you said, it'd be nice to be able to play a little outfield at 21 and run around and throw, be spry.
What's sad is, like, we saw guys like Kevin Millar and Brian. I mean, I'm going way back. Brian Daubach played the outfield. Like, Millar could play. Alex Gonzalez, remember? Not Alex. Adrian Gonzalez played the outfield a couple of times because remember where they had to.
Yeah,
he had to play right field a couple of times. It's kind of a crazy scenario that we're talking about Roman Anthony moving out of a position. It's kind of like, come on. We shouldn't be having this conversation. But he can't throw.
No.
And last year he made throws. So what is it? The only thing I can
maybe
think
he's banged up.
Or is it something else? Like, I don't know, you're an outfielder. When you can't make good throws, what is it? You can work on your footwork all you want. By the way, when do I get on Kyle Hudson, the outfield instructor and the third base coach? Can I get on him too?
Sure.
Because how come there's no improvement out there?
Well, they don't teach fundamentals in the Red Sox organization.
What about the big league level? Do
they don't do that anymore.
They don't do it?
That's what I was told.
So, Christian Campbell.
Well,
he's hitting the ball.
Is
right
he?
Now.
Great.
They had another guy go for a cycle the other day. Believe it or not, the Worcester Red Sox, more runs than the Boston Red Sox.
Good. Good. I just, again, I don't know what you want me to say because...
So you say that there's no interest from above or care. So
I think they care about the things they care about, which aren't the things the fans care about. They're interested in keeping people happy, but they're not trying to do what they need to do to win at all costs. And I think people can snuff that out. Like, they just, based on what they were, that's why John Henry is viewed the way he is, because people remember what he was, and they juxtapose that with what he is. And now it's a complete turnoff.
I just had someone in chat say, you'll get this one, Jeff. I'd rather hear Joe Murray talk Red Sox than Pat McAfee talk wrestling. You hear about this McAfee thing? How do you feel about Pat McAfee?
I don't consume his content.
Okay.
He's
now in WWE.
He's in it? I thought he was a broadcaster.
He was.
Yeah.
Now he's in it.
I mean, I don't... How do I feel? Like, look.
I don't like it.
I don't understand what the big deal is.
I think that we don't need Pat McAfee.
He's more successful than I am. Yeah.
He is more successful than I am, too. Makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
Think you can kick one of those field goals that he does in pregame?
Yeah.
With us?
Probably.
Make $250,000?
I could probably get one through.
I think so. For $250, I'm going to.
How far is the field goal? Do you know?
I think it's like 25,
Yeah,
30
I could probably get one through.
Excuse me.
Woo!
I know, it just popped out.
Yeah,
there.
that happens.
It's okay.
Like John Elway at his retirement press conference when he snorted. That was funny.
All right. I have an exercise for Mark Dondero.
Yes.
There's lists out there. There's lists of top 10 athletes in Boston sports all time. I want Mark Dondero to write down his top 10 Boston athletes now.
Currently.
Jeff, you can do it too if you really want to. You don't have to, though, if you don't want to. I already have my list. So we'll do that next. And then final hour, we'll do a little Masters talk because tea time is what time?
2:25, the leaders tee off.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
But it's customary, as I've been told. So we'll, and I have bets. So we'll look forward to those. We'll take a quick break. Mark Dondero, I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Boston's home for sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
All right, you're doing your list, right?
I got it.
Oh, you already have it done?
Yep.
Hold that, because I want to.
Yeah.
I want to get your thoughts on the Mike Vrabel situation. I threw this at you. You have no. You're on. I want to let everyone know that Mark Dondero. We all sent a pre-show email. I sent some things I'd like to discuss, and then Mark came back with, "I got this, and this." I saw your video this week, by the way.
Yeah.
You do.
Well, I just felt like I felt obligated to chime in.
Yes. I would like people to know I'm not ducking the situation, and there are these people out there that are like, "Well, you ducking it? You're the flagship of the Patriots." No, I don't feel that way. I would like some more information on what's going on. I guess it's reported today that Mike Vrabel is not participating in the Patriots pre-draft press conference. That got announced today.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Last year he did.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So this is all coming out.
Yeah,
we've been in commercial breaks and talking music and stuff. So, but that did come out a little while ago. To your point, Mark, I don't think this will affect the football field. I've had people ask me, "Do you think it can affect anybody in the room?" I don't think so. I think he's gone to bat for all those guys, whether it's been Diggs. So I don't. So on the football field, I don't think it impacts anything. But I do think the conversation is about journalism. Like I'm not a journalist, dude. Mm-hmm. Like I've tried to write and I've covered team. Like I'm a radio host and I talk smack behind a microphone. That's what I do. But I do think there is a code of conduct. I do think there is. And if you're getting information because of relationships, is that really like, did you really do research? Did you source both sides? Did you, Because a lot of the guys I know who are reporters, they'll call one place and they'll get the same story the other place and then they match it up, right?
Yeah.
So I do think there's a little bit of a code of conduct when it comes to that. And I think yesterday it was reported that Diana Rossini's being sidelined.
Correct.
So there's clearly more. But when TMZ doesn't want to touch this stuff, when a lot of people aren't really going after the story, there's more here. So I don't necessarily think it's a story. I know people want to make it out to be a story, but I think the story might be more about the reporting and how things are reported and it have affected other things. For example, the Max Crosby trade. For example, maybe the A.J. Brown potential trade. I mean, there's a good connection there. And I just think that maybe the code of conduct may have been line stepped. So that's I don't really have a take on it besides I want to see what else is more. But I don't think it will affect the football team by any means.
I don't either. I don't get into personal. I don't know what goes on in people's marriages. I don't know what people's situations are. Obviously, like I said in that video, it's not behavior I support or respect, but you just don't know what people are doing in their own personal, private lives. I don't think it's going to affect the football team. I do think somebody hired somebody to track them down. Obviously, there's a thing. You don't go to that hotel just to kind of meet up. Something feels like it's going on. I will say this, and nothing. I don't know Diana Rossini. This isn't a fair statement. I don't know how she became so well informed within NFL circles. I don't know. I remember thinking to myself when she emerged, how did she get so connected? I wasn't really sure. It actually reminded me of back in the day, and this isn't fair, but I remember asking my dad back in the day, late 90s, "Hey, Dad, how did Sammy Sosa get so jacked? Did they have weight rooms in the Dominican Republic?" This was before.
You really did ask
This was before.
Just from observation?
Well, yeah, because it was. I didn't know how he got so jacked. You hear about being in the Dominican Republic, and he's like, where did he get so jacked? They don't have weight rooms down there. They don't have the money for that. And then obviously everything came out. I remember thinking something similar along the lines in relation to Diana Rossini. When you talk, I had heard about how Schefter got so well connected or Ian Rappaport. I never knew how Diana Rossini did it. But I just said, all right, well, she's really well connected. She knows what's going on. Good for her. So now something like this comes out, and I have no idea what to think because. And then there was something with the Washington team back in the day, and I don't know. It's not a good look. Obviously, the Patriots have had their own issues with things along these lines, which I don't think is a good look.
Well, how about just in town in general?
Yeah.
Ime got fired.
Ime got fired. Yeah. Well, that was a little different.
I mean, not for nothing, but like years ago, and it's public now.
We don't know what happened exactly, do we?
We don't.
No.
And this is public, so I'm not talking out of school.
Yeah.
But John Farrell,
right,
and a member of the television.
Correct.
They're together now in Gloucester Fishermen.
But
at the time, it was considered inappropriate, and I believe a player on that team was upset about it, who ended up marrying somebody that was a sideline reporter. Never mind.
Okay.
But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Red Sox.
This isn't the first.
No, it's happened a lot.
This happens.
And I'm all for love. If you're in love, go for it. But it's a mess. And I don't like hearing. See this. I don't like hearing he's not going to be at the pre-draft press conference.
Yeah,
because that becomes now it's a distraction.
Now it's football. Now it's become football related.
Right now it's
You're right.
It should be something
this should piss you off
because it's more of a distraction now. If he was there and this wasn't a thing, all right, you do what you're going to do in your personal life. You be ready for the football questions, the football obligations, all those things. Now, again, do I think it's going to derail their offseason? No, but it's not going to help. I don't think it's going to help, and I don't like the look. And and the only other thing I had an issue with, Vrabel himself, and again, what will it affect? I don't know. He's come at us, all of us, with the energy of you treat people the right way and family. And didn't they invited all the spouses somewhere towards the end of the season? They all went to New York or whatever it was and had dinner, and it was a family environment. And then you're doing this? I mean, if it is what it looks like it is, I don't like that. Like, that's hypocritical. I don't think that helps. So
I agree.
Whatever. Like, you do you. I don't give a crap what you do. I don't have a personal relationship with that guy. Everybody's marriage is different. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what their life is like. I'm not going to judge like that. I just don't make a mess. And I don't like messes.
Like Taylor Swift said, I keep my side of the street clean. She keeps her side of the street clean.
Okay.
Got to keep your side of the street clean.
Yeah. It's just don't make a mess. It's not going to help.
There is audio. I sent this to you, Jeff. I'm sorry to put this on the spot so quickly to you, but I have been questioning the shoulder of Drake May. And 2 weeks ago, he was at a Charlotte Hornets game throwing footballs into the stands.
Yeah.
And I was like, shoulder looks good.
Yeah.
So I don't have much to go off these days.
Are you okay?
Because we worked the Super Bowl. Remember, we worked the Super Bowl.
I remember that.
We were there. And
Tough.
after the game, where it was like Drake May's shoulder.
Yeah.
It was a big story, remember? It was pretty big.
I'm still so upset by that game. They never should have. That shouldn't have happened.
I know it shouldn't have happened. He wasn't ready to go. He couldn't play. They asked him if he could finish. He was hurt, and they lied to us. They lied to us. But anyways, Drake May's at the Masters this week.
Yeah.
And he was asked about his shoulder. Can we get an update on that, Jeff, please?
You learn about yourself and something that is going to last with you.
Well, I think you got to get back to work. I think it's humbling. I think that's the biggest thing about it. It's humbling. You got to get back to work. I think it's, when you're so close and within reach, you kind of just want to, you want that feeling and want to, everybody says you'll be back. It's not that easy. So we got to get back to work. Man, I'm looking forward to trying to prove to myself and that we can get back and just have another year to get a chance at it. And everybody's got the same goal. It's time of year to get back to that game. So I think, knowing that we were there and had a chance at it is just that more kind of fulfilling for me and able to, kind of reach that.
He's ready to get back to work, Mark. Shoulder's okay.
Yeah. Love to see him.
Tell me, do you think I'm holding on to the shoulder thing?
Mm-hmm.
You think I should just back off and let the season happen and not bring up the shoulder again?
Yes. I don't want to hear about the shoulder.
Okay.
I'm done with the shoulder. Again, similar to Roman Anthony, he's 20 whatever years old. I don't want to hear about a shoulder problem.
Okay.
Stretch it out, throw. That's it. You're 20.
Okay.
You're young.
I told Zoe when I talked to him last week.
Yeah.
He said shoulder's fine. They wouldn't let him go here, and there. What if he had a bad shoulder? I'm dropping everyone that gets on me for talking about Drake May's shoulder. I'm going to drop it today. But that shoulder comes back up. Yes. So I just want to make it clear. I'm dropping it. But if it comes up.
All right. I can respect that.
I want to just be the guy that I didn't want to just sweep it under the rug like it was nothing.
Fine.
Just like Will Campbell's knee. I don't want to just let that go either. Two biggest, highest draft picks they ever had. One's got a shoulder and the other's got a knee, and no one's talked about it all offseason.
Well, I mean, they're young. I'd like to think they could heal and be back to normal.
Too.
Yeah.
I just can't.
All right.
All right, top 10 list next.
All right.
Let's do it. Do that next year on 98.5 The Sports.
Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
This is Sean.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Someone posed a top 10 list of current Boston athletes, and I hated it. And so I said, why don't we make our own? So Mark Dondero has penned his top 10 athletes.
Current athletes
in Boston. Have at it, Haas. What do you got?
Okay, so I'm going to, out of respect for the accomplishments in the game, Jason Tatum is number one. Multiple-time first-team All-NBA guy, 2 gold medals, NBA championship, Eastern Conference Finals MVP award, the face of the Celtics. Won a championship. Again, very critical, so he's number one. Jaylen Brown is number 2. Okay, Jaylen Brown, I think, has accomplished a couple things that Jason Tatum hasn't accomplished on the court in the playoffs. I've been a little bit more impressed with his demeanor at the end of games. I'm more comfortable with Jaylen Brown at the end of games. And obviously the finals MVP, a huge thing for his career. So those guys, because they've won, are 1 and 2 for me. Number 3 for me currently is Drake May. Okay, because when you get to the point that he got to last year on the precipice of the NFL MVP award, I still think he should have been the MVP. And then doing what he did, I know it was clunky, but some of the plays he did make in the playoffs, I feel like when you combine that with the trajectory, he has to be the third guy on the list. It's too important of a position. He's too important to the organization. And the way he busted onto the scene and some of the visuals, the throws, I have to have him at number 3. He's that good. I think he's the real deal. I have David Pastrnak at number 4 because I feel like he's been the Bruins' best guy for a while. Elite offensive sniper type of talent. And, a guy that he's been the leader of this team, and he's going to be, you'd think, going forward. So I have him at number 4. And number 5, I have Garrett Crochet. I just think he's that good. They've needed a horse. They've needed an ace. 2-time All-Star. He was a first-team All-MLB guy last year for the Red Sox. Important position, like I said. I put him at number 5. I have Christian Gonzalez at number 6, just because of the skill, the Super Bowl performance. That's part of it. I'd still like to, buy in a little bit more from a health perspective. I don't think he's brittle, but I'd like to see it a little bit more. Another year of him being healthy would be good for him, but the talent obviously out of this world, and we'll see if he sticks around. Okay, number 7 is Roman Anthony. Hype, game, did what he did at the World Baseball Classic. A lot of people have him as a potential MVP type of candidate. Hasn't started necessarily that way, but still the skill is there. He's going to be their best natural hitter since, take your pick, Rafael Devers, and then going back, Manny Ramirez. I don't know if he'll be that good, but he's one of their best, most exciting talents in a long time. I have him at number 7. Number 8, Derek White.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Okay.
We're on the same page.
Yeah. I just, what he's done for the organization, I almost forget when he got here, he was almost more of a defensive guy. I viewed him more as a defensive 3-and-D type of player. He got so good at scoring and shooting threes, he sort of changed his identity, but he's still just an awesome teammate, role guy, beyond role guy. He's probably more of not a role guy anymore. Just the way he produces is awesome, so I put him at number 8. Number 9, right now, current, Milton Williams.
I had Milton Williams on my list.
Yeah, I just thought he changed the defense and was a huge reason why their defense led them to not only the Super Bowl, but the performance they put forth in the Super Bowl, which I forget sometimes, was really good. I love the way the defense played in the Super Bowl. Milton Williams was one of their most successful signings. Like I said, he was a game changer defensively at a really important position. I loved what he did for the Patriots. He's vital. He's still young enough. He's on the list at number 9. And number 10, a little bit out of respect, it's probably going to get a little heat, Charlie McAvoy. Mainly because he just won the damn gold medal with Team USA, but he's been the face of the Bruins defensive unit since Chara left. He's a good Bruin. I still love the fact that, when he gets involved offensively, I like the team and his game a lot more. Like I said, he's their big representative for Team USA in a year where Team USA hockey is hot, and I just feel like he deserves a spot on the list. So he's number 10.
So fire that off again.
So from 1 to 10. Tatum, Brown, May, that's the top 3. Pastrnak, Crochet, Gonzalez, Anthony, Derek White, Milton Williams, Charlie McAvoy.
I had the same exact list.
Really? Nobody different on the list at all?
Nobody.
Wow.
Nobody.
Well, actually, when I got down to after Roman Anthony, it was a little, I didn't know who to put on necessarily. And then I settled on those last three guys.
So I almost put Swayman on the list.
No.
But you're right. It's McAvoy.
Yeah, you could.
He had a 50-point season. Haven't had one since 50 assists since Bork.
Yeah.
No,
he's a good player.
Credit,
he's
right?
a good player.
There are times
he'll
where
have his
I
dumb
think you
bonehead
expect
plays.
more,
Yeah.
But, the list originally was May, Pasternak, Tatum, Gonzalez, Crochet, Brown, Anthony, White, Williams, and Raffaella.
And why would you have? What was the top of that list again?
May on the top.
But you have Pasternak over Tatum? No.
Is there any honorable mention?
Sure, you can whatever you want. I mean, he would be on the snubbed list. Yeah. He was on Team USA too, so he didn't play, or he did play, and he wasn't very good when he played.
There's not a lot of snubs.
No. I mean, you could Peyton Pritchard go on a snub list. Maybe he's been around.
6-man.
Yeah, 6-man. He's had some moments in the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, from a Red Sox perspective,
no,
not really. Not really.
Chapman.
Duran.
Chapman. If
is
really...
Duran on that list at the end? No. The All-Star Game MVP. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, Chapman. I could think about that name, but I wouldn't even consider him a snub. Not now, not yet. Yeah, maybe you could find another Patriot. That could be, maybe. I don't even know. Now that I'm thinking of it, I don't even.
No.
Not really.
Okay. There you go. The list.
There it is.
You just made the list. All right, we got one more hour to go.
Yeah.
Masters.
We got to do some Masters.
And it's National Grilled Cheese Day. And I would like to know what Mark Dondero likes with his grilled cheese with Jeff. We'll do that final hour, and we'll recap everything. And it sounds like the Red Sox have their starting pitching for the next series in Minnesota. We'll get into all that as we wrap things up. Final hour to go next on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The
Headlines.
Sports Hub. Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Final round of the Masters. Almost here. I mean, it's underway, but the leaders will tee off a little bit later. 225. Rory McIlroy saw his record lead after 2 rounds disappear it felt like a blink yesterday, and he is now tied atop the leaderboard with Cameron Young. Again, Young, McIlroy. They'll be teeing off at 2:25 p.m. Eastern with Scotty Scheffler, Shane Lowry, Jason Day lurking. Should be a fun final round from Augusta. Bruins lost their 1-0 lead on Saturday afternoon, then lost the game 2-1 to the Tampa Bay Lightning. They did clinch a playoff spot thanks to the Red Wings loss to the Devils. Morgan Geekie had the lone goal for Boston yesterday. Celtics locked up the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. They'll host their first-round playoff series beginning next weekend. They'll know their first-round opponent Sunday night. Red Sox will try to win their second straight series. They're going to play the rubber game against the Cardinals this afternoon. 2:15 first pitch. Brian Bayo on the hill for Boston. It's being reported Mike Vrabel will not speak at the Patriots pre-draft meeting or pre-draft press conference that's supposed to take place Monday. We'll see what happens. More on that this week here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. And the Revs beat DC United on Saturday night 1-0. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by the $14.99 Big Deal Meals at the 99. Like the juicy chopped sirloin. All Big Deal meals are now available all day, every day, for just $14.99. You gotta love the 9s. I'm Mark Dondero for Boston's Home for Sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub. Next update about an hour.
Diving effort. And he's got a breakaway. To the backhand. Throws it in front. Coming to the spot.
The Sports Hub. When it comes to Boston sports, we're fans just like you. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. I apologize for the long commercial breaks today. Jeff, you're doing a great job there. Well, I haven't really caught up with Mark since football.
No, we always have a lot to catch up on when we don't see each other.
And I also didn't know you had a collection.
Yes. I take a lot of pride in my music collection.
Well, let's knock out a couple of calls. Dean in Shrewsbury wants to get in on your top 10. What's up, Dean?
What's up? So I think Peyton Pritchard deserves that number 9 spot instead of Milton Williams, and that Milton Williams should be 10, and McAvoy should be off the list. Now, McAvoy has played well in these international games, but he hasn't really done it for Boston, so that's why I have him off the list. And I just have Pritchard ahead of Milton Williams because he was the 2A or 2B option with Derek White this season, and the Celtics proved they could be contenders with that happening. So I just have him slightly ahead of Milton Williams.
This is why we play the games, right? Today it can be McAvoy at 10, and then, if the playoffs are different, Pritchard can move in and McAvoy can fall. It's a revolving top 10.
Yeah, it is, and I think McAvoy could prove a lot these playoffs, and I think Pritchard could prove a lot these playoffs. So we'll see how it goes. I just think McAvoy, for some reason, doesn't put forth the same effort with the Bruins that he does in these international games.
It's talent, though, right? Isn't he playing with better players, so he looks better?
I think that's a little bit of it, but he's also playing against better players, so you'd think that he'd be able to dominate against these teams that don't have the talent that the international teams have.
All right, Dean. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I mean, if he wants to put Peyton Pritchard ahead of Charlie McAvoy, that's fine. I'm not putting him ahead of Milton Williams. I think Milton Williams changed. He was one of the best players on the Patriots and was a game changer. I like Peyton Pritchard. he's still more of a 6-man role, inject some energy and offensive spark to the line. I can't put him ahead of Milton Williams. I see the frustration with Charlie McAvoy, but I mean, those are playoff games he's playing with, and it's not an excuse, but those are playoff games he's playing with Team USA. You put him in a playoff series, I bet he looks a lot like for the Bruins what he looked like for Team USA. We just haven't seen them enough in that situation.
We'll find out. And I will bring up, this was supposed to be a rebuild year. He had 50 assists.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
He went on a nice little streak. I've been known to call. Well, we talked about it, myself and Charlie, one day.
You did?
We were calling him McAverage.
Okay. And you spoke to him about that?
Yeah. We used to, remember, is Pucks and Paddles still going? I don't even know what we do anymore.
I don't know.
It was Pucks and
I remember.
Paddles was an event, and I saw him there.
And how did that come up?
Well, everybody wanted to be like, hey, Charlie, that's Joe. He calls you McAverage. And he goes, oh, you're the guy? And I said, yeah. And I just kind of smiled at him.
And what did he do?
Was waiting for him.
He's not going to mess with you.
He was just like, all right, what's your opinion? I go, yep, that's what I get paid to do. I go, I don't play hockey. And we just kind of shook it off.
Oh, good.
Yeah, cool, man. All right, go. Fist pump, walk away, go back on the air, tell the story, and call him McAverage again.
All right. Well, I mean, they're going to need him to step.
Well, has any athlete ever called you out before for something you've done or said?
I can't think of it, but I'm not as big of a name as you.
I'm not a big name.
Well, I mean, I am
a hero, though.
I mean, other than called me out to my face.
Bill Belichick ever do?
I mean, it was more of he'd maybe heard something and then reacted to the way I asked the next question. I wouldn't say he called me out to my face.
Okay. Well, it's close.
But he would react to different things that I either said or asked and had an attitude. Yeah.
Got something on him in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Mike in Shrewsbury. Mike.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Tristan Casas, has he played one game this year?
No.
Why are we talking about him?
They can't trade
do you think
him
he's going to be dangling for trade bait for a middle relief pitcher?
No, he's damaged. He's
damaged.
Just swung this week and hurt himself, but he's back. He is swinging again. The biggest thing for Tristan Casas, just to be honest, like I wouldn't put him in your plans, but he just needs to play baseball again. Whether it's AA, AAA, wherever, he just needs to consistently play baseball.
So he's a little bit long way from getting healthy?
Didn't sound that optimistic when you listen to Alex Cora.
Yeah, he's going to be in that little camp that they have in Florida for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
He re-injured his ribs, but they said he did swing again this week, and it's better. But I would not put Tristan Casas into the plans.
No. You can't rely on him for anything.
They wanted to,
no.
But he's not dependable.
No.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We cleared that up.
Yeah, that's another miss. That's a miss.
Who?
Casas.
Yeah.
They projected him to be a 40 home run hitter.
No. Would he have 24 one year? And there was, a flicker of hope that just listen to the guy. He's gets hurt swinging. I know he's a big man, but you can't have that. You can't rely on him.
So Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Big time in North Carolina, would you say?
Yeah.
Do you like the Savannah Bananas?
I've tried for years to get tickets. I can't do it.
All right, well,
I lose the lottery every year, Joe.
All right, I might know a guy to help you with
Do you really?
I might know a guy.
I'll take that help if you, because I would love to.
Your kid?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see if I can get two.
Thank you.
It is a tough ticket, though. But
it's
again,
tough.
When you know a guy, it's good.
Guys. I don't know.
Just because they offer.
Okay.
It's more about the offer than me.
Okay.
But anyways, Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
At the Savannah Bananas game last night. Let's hear a little bit from Billy Banana last night.
Now coming to coach for your Bananas, a 6-time Super Bowl champion coach and the head coach of your UNC Tar Heels. Let's hear it for Coach Bill Belichick.
Glad we were able to find Bill Belichick, the Savannah Bananas cutoff hoodie. Interested to see how his first base coach skills are. Of course, the 6 Super Bowls as head coach of the New England Patriots.
He's the great tactician, bro. Just trust his process.
I trust Ricky in the NFL coaching ranks for years, and that is going to be a double play. Sunshine, a quick throw over to first, and Bill Belichick is furious, and he's going to challenge Bryson Wheeler.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this play is under review.
And we'll get another look as the umpires see on the monitor. It's got to be clear evidence that Robert Anthony Cruz got that right hand back to the back.
The ruling on the field is overturned.
Yes. Go, let's go. Run there. Come on. Get back on there.
Fans, one more time for Coach Bill Belichick.
Billy Banana. Used the ABS?
He
overturned the double play?
Rousing ovation for Bill.
Billy Banana.
Not sure why. Yeah.
Did you watch any of that? Have you guys seen any clips of it? You're going to be like, is this real? Like when
clips of what?
Of Belichick walking out, getting introduced.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's
he was all in. Yeah,
it's hard to say.
He's throwing. I mean, so emphatically waving to the crowd. Oh yeah.
Hey, we didn't get into this. We should go to break. But on the other side, did you see the double ABS challenge thing yesterday? Oh, you had an ABS take a couple of weeks ago that I was kind of like, you don't like ABS from what I gather.
I don't like, no. I mean, I like the technology, but the challenges, no.
Did you see what happened last night with the Red Sox?
I didn't see it.
We'll play it. We'll do that next.
Okay.
I do want to get some Masters thoughts, though.
Yeah.
I know you're a golf guy.
Yeah.
I got bets in today.
Same.
This is for big business today.
Okay.
Big business.
Tell me. I'll throw one down quick.
I already took Scotty Scheffler to win at plus 880.
Okay.
But can Rory hang on? We'll find out.
I hope so, because that's my bet.
We'll find out.
All right.
We'll take a quick break. Listen to 98.5 The Sports.
Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Big on flavor, big on comfort.
to be a foul tip off the bat into the glove, but the bat hitting the glove would potentially indicate catcher's interference. Here's Bill Miller having to sort it all out.
Since the call of hit by pitch was overturned, St. Louis is challenging it was catcher's interference.
Fascinating.
It would be fascinating because both would be right.
Yeah. Like, you can't blame either manager in that position. Because Marmol would not have challenged it initially. Obviously, it went his batter's way as a hit by pitch, so he would have taken first base.
After review, it was determined it was catcher's interference. So the call is overturned, and the batter will go to first base.
I'm not out of order. You're out of order. Everybody's got a smile on their face, except for Alex Cora.
That's what I call a double bogey. So they reviewed the Red Sox in their ABS challenges, Mark, have not been solid. They have not been good. So Don Raffaella used one on a 0-0 count. It was a ball, and then he challenged it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
which I can't figure that one out.
I just don't like what it offers the game. The constant second guessing of the umpire's decision, the stoppage, the review, the challenge, like that's a mess. And again, like I said earlier, I don't like messes. It's messy. I don't like it. I like the technology. I think if you're going to have the technology, get the umps out of there. Not actually physically out of there, but let the technology call balls and strikes, make the calls. Let the ump get an audio indicator and make the call. And then he can call plays at the plate and any balls that, the technology can't handle. That's what I mean. You can't have this where the guy got 6 wrong and they were missing by a millimeter. Like, that's just ridiculous. I don't like that.
That one though, this was the Red Sox challenging a play.
Yeah,
which they got right.
Yeah,
and then the Cardinals challenged
the challenge.
That.
Yeah,
and then won.
Yeah.
So
it's messy. I don't like it. No, get that out of my face. Come on.
And then next week it will be Crochet again, Sonny Gray, and Connolly Early's going to get another start.
All right.
I'm fine with. Are you fine with Early?
I am.
Okay.
That's the type of pitcher that I'd like to see what he could develop into. Are we going to be? For years we hoped that Eduardo Rodriguez would become more than a number 3, and then he was a 2, kind of, and then maybe could he be a bigger, number 1, but. I'd like to get that process going with pitchers like Connerly Early and see what they could actually evolve into and, solidify themselves as.
And we'll get Brian Bayo on the mound today, who is now that guy.
Yeah.
He gets swings and misses, which is good. Positive.
Yeah.
He has swings and misses. I was talking to Manny Del Carmen. I told you about this High Park guy, former Red Sox pitcher and World Series champion. He thinks, we think, maybe a little too much changeup going on. Maybe keep it to 3 pitches instead of 4. He's trying to work in a new pitch. You can clearly tell that changeup stinks. I'm sorry. Very hard to just come up with a new pitch. It's hard. Just stick with what you're good
at.
That
process. Yeah.
Yeah. And now with the whole ABS stuff, don't you just want to throw strikes anyways instead of the whole corners? And that's changing the game too. The ABS. It's those nibblers.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nibbling.
Well, you're not. I mean, you can't get the call anymore.
You got a lever now.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lever to pull.
Yeah.
When you need it. We got a couple of calls here. John in New Bedford on the top 10 list. John.
Yeah. How you doing? How you guys doing?
How you doing?
Good.
All right, Big Joe. I know you like football. Now, how you gonna put May over Taylor? Now, how that sound, man? Ever since Taylor been in this town, he been winning. He's top 5 NBA basketball player, make more money than anybody in basketball. All the commercials. You gonna put May ahead of him?
No,
I put Gonzalez before I put May.
No, John.
It was Gonzalez the best football player on the Patriots. That's why he finna get paid. No. May, I know he played quarterback and all that.
No. It was the list. Our list had Tatum and Brown. No. The list that someone came up with was May first.
Oh, I know you smarter than that. That's what I had to correct. You know your stuff. Yeah, you know your stuff.
You heard it. You popped it on. You thought it was my list. And then you were like, I gotta go check Joe. But it wasn't my list. My list had Mark and I have the same guys. I
heard that part.
Yeah.
I did hear that. I made a mistake. Because you're always on point.
The regular list had Saddam Raphael on it, though.
Oh, that was the regulars. Yeah, you guys list. No. Yeah. And the other guy, your partner, tell him he ever been to San Domingo, DR? He said there wasn't no weight rooms over there. Back then, his father told him.
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of money over there. Not the legal money, but no, they got a lot of weight rooms. You go to what is it, Porta Plata? You go to the Capitol, they got weight rooms.
I'm just saying, I some of those guys that grew up poor, I didn't know if they had access to the weight rooms. That's all.
Oh, okay, because they got plenty of weight rooms there. I can tell you that.
All right.
Okay, buddy. All right, good job, guys.
Thanks.
Good work. Good job. All right.
Appreciate you. Cap Cana, you ever been there?
No, I've never been to the DR. No.
Oh, great. Went on a. Yep.
I haven't been to many tropical locations. We went to Mexico this year. That was probably the biggest.
Did you drink the water?
No. Coronas.
Corona with the lime?
I had this other drink I'd never had before. Miami Vice.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was into it.
Did you ever go to New Orleans?
Oh, yeah.
Hurricanes.
Yeah. Yeah. Done that one.
Mm-hmm. Bob's in Vermont. Bob?
Hi, guys. Great show. I just want to talk Celtics. I think we can win against the Magic, even against our second team, because we have such a deep bench, and we can do well against the Magic tonight.
I want to see that series with the Knicks. Shaughnessy was writing about that.
So how does it work? You get 76ers in the
first
round?
It'd be either Magic or Sixers, and then it looks like they're lined up for the Knicks.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'd love to see it. I think that puts them on the clock, Joe. That puts them on notice.
Well, I think it puts New York on the clock, too.
It does.
I think it puts both.
Yeah, both
I think
teams.
it puts both teams. And let me just say this, even before the series even happens, the New York Knicks are a clutch basketball team.
Yeah.
The Boston Celtics have to prove they are, too.
Yeah.
I think they're good. I think they're better.
The Celtics are an excellent team. People think it's because I criticize their ability to win close games doesn't mean I don't think they're an excellent team with a lot of good traits or that I don't like Tatum. And that's not true. I just think their ability to win close games isn't at the level it needs to be. That's it. They're an excellent team. And the good news is, Joe, they probably won't need to win a bunch of close games. Because they will have days where they just shoot the lights out and they're so good.
The Celtics are good front runners.
But the point is they're not going to be able to go through to an NBA championship without winning some key, pivotal, close games. And the better the teams they play, the more often they will be in that situation. And you've got to come out on top more frequently than not. And I don't know if they can do that. That's my point. That's why I used the F word earlier.
Yeah. And then in the 15 games that Tatum's been back, there's been maybe 2 games where they've come down late. They beat Memphis, but again, that's Memphis.
Yeah.
And they came up short against the Spurs. Who are the Spurs? And Tatum got thrown out of that game. Not Tatum, Brown got thrown out of that game. So in the 15 games that that Tatum and Brown have played together, it's really been like 12. They've had 2 close games, and they're 1-1. So, and the other, you keep saying good things. The good thing is they still have a chance to cancel that narrative. Like, they still have a chance to win close games.
That's right.
They still have a chance to do all that. So
they can do it. They just need to emerge in those spots when they get put in them. And it's going to, just for those that don't know, it'll probably be it'll be Toronto going up against, so they're going to see the Knicks, and it'll be the Hawks and the Cavs. And then you figure it'll be the Cavs and the Pistons if everything, holds. And then the Celtics and Knicks. So that's what the East looks like.
I just saw that Phil Garner passed away.
Phil Garner.
He was the Astros, Brewers, Tigers coach.
Okay.
During the heyday of our baseball lives. He was 76. I saw it come because I remember him. So I wanted to just mention that.
Yeah.
And also, Mark, we got 3 minutes to do this.
Yeah.
Patriots Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Rob Gronkowski, Adam Vinatieri, Logan Mankins. Who's getting your vote?
First of all, get Logan Mankins off. That's not even a guy I'm going to consider now. I give it to Gronk. He's the best tight end ever. I got to do it.
your vote would go to Gronk.
To Gronk. As I love Adam Vinatieri. He should be in it. Yes. But if Gronk is on the ballot, I have to go with Rob Gronkowski.
See, I'm going Adam Vinatieri
Mm-hmm.
because Gronk's going to get the popular vote. And I'm also going to vote the guy who has the most points in NFL history.
But this is the Patriots Hall of Fame.
Most points in Patriots history.
Okay.
Most points in NFL history. Like,
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. If Gronk is on the ballot, he's the best at his position of all time.
So isn't Adam.
He probably is.
I mean, think about it. The two best guys at their position are up.
Yeah.
And
I don't have a problem with Adam Vinatieri getting into any Patriots-related hall. I like that guy's the man.
What I would like them to do, just put Adam in too, because they screwed him. I think they screwed him personally.
Well,
they kept franchise tagging him. He wanted the long-term extension. They wouldn't do it. And when they didn't give him the money, he went to the Colts, which bettered his career, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He could play indoors. He really won one championship but got 2 rings.
Do you remember that game against the Ravens when they won like 12-9 or something, and he kicked them to the Super Bowl that year in a way?
Do you want to know what I watched last night at 1:55 last night in the morning? Why was I up at 1:55 watching? Why at 1:55?
I'm not sure.
NFL Network.
Yeah.
I was watching UFL football last night.
UFL football.
It was bad.
On the NFL Network?
Tulia Tonga-Vailoa was the quarterback of the
Is that his brother?
Yes.
Oh.
It was bad football, UFL football.
Yeah.
I took a nap, woke up, and it's the 07 Patriots. And I'm watching the entire season, and it's Giants related too. And Bill Belichick had a young kicker named Steven Gostkowski that they drafted because they lost Adam Vinatieri.
Solid career.
They had a chance to go up 10 points. And they refused to go for the field goal and went for it on 4th down. Failed.
Super Bowl? I don't remember that.
Gave the ball back to the Giants.
Yeah.
If that's Adam Vinatieri in that game, do you think they go for the field goal?
Probably, but let's not forget, he wasn't perfect in those. I mean, remember the game against the Panthers? He missed like 2 kicks before hitting the game winner. No, you're right.
In the Super Bowl in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
You trot out Adam Vinatieri.
The Patriots weren't going to go up 10 in the 4th? It was the 4th?
Yeah, they
was?
They skipped, yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, getting rid of Vinatieri did not help. I mean, Gostkowski was fine. He wasn't Vinatieri. I wish they didn't do that. Yeah.
Might have been 17-13, right? 17-13, that sound right?
That's what it was.
Yeah, and then it would have been 20 to
13, okay.
And they lost?
They lost 17-14.
Okay, so it would have been 17-7.
Okay.
Would have been the score.
So they wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah, that game still hurts me. What I do think they should do, to sort of to your point, I know they have the voting, whatever. If for some reason, okay, a Patriot player gets into the Pro Football Hall of Fame before they're in the Patriots Hall of Fame, they should just put him in immediately.
Right in.
Immediately, you're in. I don't care. You could still put in somebody else.
Yeah, like Rodney Harrison.
Yeah,
right in if he's not already in or something like that.
But like Vinatieri went in, didn't he? He's in.
By the way, who left the Patriots on worse terms?
Yeah.
Rob Gronkowski? Or Adam Vinatieri? It was Gronk. Gronk retired on your ass.
He retired on them.
He retired and said, I'm not playing for Bill anymore.
Yeah. Or if you trade me,
and then they traded him.
Yeah, that was tough.
And then what did he do? Won a championship.
Yeah.
We let Gronk right in. Yeah. Oh yeah. They waited forever for Bill Parcells too, right?
But if you're asking,
but Gronk's going to go right in.
I'm not going to pass on voting Rob Gronk. He's a first ballot.
Yep, Gronk, the guy who quit on the team, retired.
Yeah,
quit.
I think he quit on Bill.
Retired twice.
Yeah.
He quit on Bill.
Yeah.
He didn't quit.
He didn't quit on Brady. I don't think he quit on Brady.
Well, it's because he went with Brady.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I don't have a. If you want to put Adam Vinatieri in, I'm not going to fight you. I just think I couldn't not vote for Gronk. I mean, he played a long time for the Colts, longer than he played for the Patriots.
Like Carlton Fisk.
Yeah, he's more of a Colt. You talked to who?
Fisk about that.
Yeah,
playing. I said you and Adam Vinatieri, both Hall of Famers, played more for the other team.
Who did he play longer for?
White
Fisk?
Sox.
See, I think of him as a White Sox guy, but that was my era. I wasn't around.
Remember when he fought Deion Sanders?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I had his card for the White Sox, a few of his cards.
Yeah, I was on that morning when they were celebrating the 1975 team, and I was saying how we celebrate losers.
Well, back then.
Why do we celebrate
Well,
losers?
because back then they were everything.
Yeah.
67.
So then I go into the box, and who's in the box? It's Carlton Fisk. And everyone's like, Joe, you going to tell Carlton what you were talking about this morning? I said, yeah, I feel like we just celebrate losers in this town. And he goes, you're not wrong.
Well, I mean, look, I can't talk because I still celebrate the 96 Patriots. Like, that was a team. Like, that was the first taste of anything that I'd really ever had when they made the Super Bowl. I love that team. So they didn't win, but I still have fond memories of that team.
Curtis Martin in the Fog Bowl.
Yep. Willie Clay.
Yep. Who, I've talked with Ted Johnson about that one, but they called off the blitz and Willie Clay didn't pick up on it, and they got beat by.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Sean Jefferson.
Yeah.
Good player.
Good player. Ben Coates, though, you ever watch old film on him?
Yep.
All right, we're going to wrap this bad boy up here. Masters. Is Rory going to choke?
Yep. Nope.
We'll do it next on the Sports Hub.
Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
right, back here on 98.5 The Sports. The Masters. Rory McIlroy had a hell of a day after round of 32.
On Friday.
Yesterday he struggled.
Yes.
Cameron Young.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about him?
Yeah, he's a good player. He won the Players. He's number 3 in the world. He's as classy as it gets. I did not think, Joe, that he was good enough to win the Players and the Masters back-to-back. That's why I did not bet on him. And then he was +4 through 7 holes of round 1. His iron game was pathetic. He looked like me out there. But he has figured it out, and he is, like I just said, 3 in the world. He's no slouch. This guy is going to be a factor today, and it should be a great day.
The story's Rory.
Yes, it is.
He can't blow this.
It was a record-setting lead after 2 rounds. 6 strokes, nobody had ever had that type of lead. And he looked the part, too. He birdied 4 or 5 of the last 7 holes on Friday. I mean, I thought he was going to run away with this tournament, and he didn't.
So I have Brooks Koepka finishing in the top 10. I think he's 13 right now. And I put a little action on Scotty Scheffler to win today.
I like it.
The number's so big. 800, I had to do it. But right now, Rory's the favorite at +148. Normally, the favorite would be minus money. That's why I'm a little nervous about Rory today. I'm a little nervous. Based off betting. Forget about it's like sports. Forget about the teams.
Yeah.
Just the number.
I'm very nervous. And the reason isn't because of the mental makeup or scar tissue. It's because all week, Joe, he has not driven the ball well. He has been out of position. He relied on his magical short game. Did you see the stat that there were 91 golfers in the Masters? The guy who was 91st in driving accuracy finished 91st. The guy who's 90th was Rory McIlroy, who was leading after. This was after 2 rounds.
Wow.
He was leading the tournament by 6. And he was 90th in driving accuracy. The guy who was 91st finished 91st. He has not been driving the ball well all week. Now he's got this little miss to the left that he's trying to iron out. The iron sort of slipped a little. And then if you're not unconscious putting the ball, you leave yourself open. And I don't like the trend based on how he's hit the ball off the tee with the driver. I think it might be hard for him today. I don't think he's going to implode. But I don't know if he's going to drop a 66 on the field today.
Anyone else you think could make a run? Burns, Lowry, Rose?
The name I would keep an eye on is Shane Lowry. I think he, despite what happened a few weeks ago at Bay Hill or wherever, I forget which tournament it was, he is nails. He has closed out big tournaments. He's a major champion. He won the Open Championship. We all remember what he did at the Ryder Cup, making the big putt, making the play that won it for Europe. He is usually nails, and I don't think he's going to be overwhelmed by the moment. I think that's a name to watch. He's only 3 back.
Anybody else you think can Tommy Fleetwood make a big comeback?
Nope. I like Fleetwood, but I don't think he's the type of player that's going to be able to overcome all the names that are on that leaderboard and play well enough. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen him consistent enough. And just based on some of the things that he did last year, I can't buy in on him. Sam Burns, again, nice player. Jason Day's won a major, but he's just been out of the mix for too long. I haven't seen him contend for a long time. I think it's going to come down to Young, McIlroy, Lowry, Justin Rose, and Scotty Scheffler. Those are the guys I give you a chance. I give a chance to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took
up to 1075 plus.
Scheffler, wow.
Keep an eye on Justin Rose. He's been there. He's been in the playoff twice at the Masters.
And I'm just looking at, there's value in top 10 and top 5 people. If Rory wins it all, there's still guys who can fit in.
I have a whole top 10, top 5 parlay. Not just winning. So
we're about to tee off, right? The
Rose goes right at 203. Scheffler just teed off or is teeing off right now.
And then you'll get the Red Sox today at 2:15. Any thoughts on Brian Bayo? Do they win the series, Mark?
Yes.
They have to?
Yeah, I think they're going to have to find a way to get
both series.
Yeah. Especially St. Louis. Come on. Find a way.
I couldn't even name a guy on the team the other night.
No. They're trying to do something else. You got to find a way to win. I mean, you can lose. Everybody, look, I'll never forget 2019, and they're not there yet, but when you looked back at the end of the year that season, they lost that season, Joe. That season was over before they even got to Fenway Park. I mean, it was crazy. They lost the year right at the beginning, and you can't have that. You got to find some momentum if you want to stay in it. So,
all right. Anything else you want to add in the next 30 seconds?
Pleasure to be with you.
Pleasure to be with you. We're going to be doing a morning show.
Yes, I saw that. Looking forward to it.
Holiday weekend.
Yep.
That should be fun.
Toucher. I don't know why he never wants to have me on, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
Yeah, I think I've asked him. He doesn't want to do it. It's all right.
I think it would be great radio.
I just once. Let's go. One time. Just rip takes. Let's see what happens, but it's all right.
The thing, he's super talented to the point where I think he'd get stuff out of you, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's why I want to put myself
I'm in on this.
In a stratosphere.
Maybe I'll be like, hey, how about Fred, you do a show at Dondero and I?
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of it, but I want to see you guys in action.
I've never been on with him. I've been on with Hardy once. I've never been on with him or Wallach.
Right. What about Michael Hurley? You ever been on with him before?
No.
He's here.
No. Okay.
Matt Doloff's here as well.
Excellent.
Jeff, go home. Thank you, sir. I see George back there.
George!
Jeff,
great stuff, man.
All right, we got to get out of here, everybody. I'm Joe Murray for Mark Dondero and Jeff Williams. Talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. It's 7 o'clock on the Sports Hub.
Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Have you tried the good stuff yet? I'm talking